Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Grimm's Dungeon. I'm your host, Grimothy Sr. Today, not tonight, but today, we have a great session planned for you. That's right, Fallout Nuclear Nightmare, Session 4.
Sir, what's that bright light outside?
Yeah, I know, right?
Where are we?
Could it be?
So now we got to make sure that all the audio's working, all the video's working, because I've had a few changes to the setup, so I need to confirm that's functional. If anyone in the chat can confirm that you can hear all of us.
All of us.
All of us. All of us.
And inform me of that fact. That would be most beneficial. If not, then, you know, what are you going to do? That's right. I'm just going to keep talking. We're streaming earlier today than we normally do. Simply because we want to. I mean, with it getting darker outside every day and, you know, as we approach the winter solstice, you know, coming in the dark and leaving in the dark kind of sucks. So what we're kind of hoping to do is start in the light, you know, and get it to where you guys, if you have stuff you do on Saturday evenings, you can tune in during the AM hours into the PM hours, so you can watch us as you're prepping for your late night grind sessions, whatever you do on Saturdays.
RuneScape, am I right?
RuneScape, yeah.
OG RuneScape.
You guys play RuneScape, right?
Released
No.
their group Iron Man mode in RS3.
I'm not a gamer.
So many people are excited about that.
So can everybody hear us? Can we
What?
can we get a confirmation?
What is
Are we
Tony
good
Stark
to
gonna do
go?
Well,
Tony Stark built this suit.
we can't go that deep tonight.
With a box of scraps. I quote that all the time.
It's good.
All the time. I mean, you got
It's
to.
good.
Right?
What do you want, man?
You have to,
I mean, you
because-
know it's daytime because I am drinking soda instead of water. I don't do caffeine after like 5 p.m. because I'm an old man at heart.
Yeah.
Art.
Like your heart's old. Your heart's
I
weak.
can't take that much caffeine.
Where's my grandson?
Who is my grandson?
Okay, there's people in chat, but they're just ignoring my request to tell me if I can. So I gotta.
We'll just
check
keep
my-
going. We'll just keep going.
No, I'm not gonna ruin this VOD through incompetence in my own chat. I'm gonna have to listen.
Quiet,
Wolf.
sexy spirits.
All you gotta do is tell me if you can hear me. It's not that hard, people.
Maybe they can't hear you, and that's why they're not responding.
One or
Yeah,
two.
we're good.
One
We're
or two.
We're good.
Fine. I'll
You guys
do it
suck.
myself.
All right.
You guys suck. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back. A couple of announcements. Yeah, we are trying to move our Saturday slot to 12 Central, 1 Eastern. We're still streaming for the same amount of time, but we're moving it up. I think it's just more convenient, and that way I can have my Saturdays free. It felt sad, you know, grinding for 4.5 hours to 5 hours, only to realize it's like 11 o'clock, and then you gotta like go to bed. Like, that's really lame. So we're hoping that this will give us some time, you know, and hopefully those of you that are unavailable in the evenings can tune in during the days now. When I think more people are free during Saturday mornings than they are Saturday evenings, right? On average, right?
Because they're out
So-
on Broadway
Yeah,
Hey,
at
getting
night.
you know, out on Broadway in Nashville, getting wasted, out of town. If you have your bachelorette party
Turning into
here,
woo girls.
Yeah. Woo,
We've
dude.
all been there.
That's the thing.
Emily's a woo
When I
girl.
started going to
Is Emily a
college
woo
in
girl?
20
Emily's absolutely a woo girl.
100%.
100%.
Really?
Yeah, no fucking doubt.
Canon.
Canon.
Anytime she's bashing someone's head in.
I thought you said Emily. I was like, who's Emily? I'm just gonna go along with it because obviously I'm doing something here.
Question it.
Me,
Ultimately,
I
though,
know.
we're hoping,
Henley
you know, we're
2.0.
hoping everything goes well today as far as our mojo, since it isn't night, you know, is it going to affect us? Who's to say?
My dice are angry, but it's fine.
The recent sessions we've had have been hosted by these two gentlemen over here, Brandon and Matthew. And I think they've done a pretty excellent job of exploring different sessions, did some online sessions. I tuned in when I could. Of course, I was busy doing my day job and was unable to work those weekends. Yeah, don't show that label unless you pay us.
Unless they pay us!
Why
Come on,
would
Dr.
they?
Pepper. I drink enough.
Yeah. That we deserve your
just-
money.
I know I did. I don't care. They need to
So
know.
ultimately, though, I'm really happy to be back in the saddle too.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
with Fallout Session 4. Ultimately, though, things are great. 1K on YouTube. We hit the 4 digits, and so I'm pretty happy about that. I think we got a ways to go. We got some more grinding to do. We got some ideas that we're still trying to push to go out the pipeline. But eventually, I think we're gonna get 5 5 digits. Yeah, that's the next major goal. Ultimately, though, keep in mind we do something special. That's going to be happening midway through December, unless everybody vanishes and is unable to meet on the 14th of December, which is our next session. We're not going to be meeting the 30th. That's Thanksgiving weekend, so many of us aren't available for that. So our next session, which is the next episode of Godbound, which will occur kind of starting up the next chapter of this primary arc we're doing, will initiate on the 14th. We'll also be doing some special things to celebrate 1K. I'll make a video about that. You'll see it on the YouTube channel, so be sure to check that out. Ultimately, though, I think we're ready to get started.
Yeah.
Congratulations have been given. 1K subscribers on YouTube. Hype. Pretty awesome. And we're ready to get started. Who's ready to get started?
Let's go.
So ready.
Let's do a quick recap. Fallout Nuclear Nightmare is and you can skip this if you've already seen this if you were watching in order. I know there's a few of you that are actually watching the VODs as recorded. Hi, welcome. We'll kind of cover the bases here. Excuse me. As we proceed, just to make sure that everybody's up to speed as we dive into this, and it has been a while, so for you guys as well. Ultimately, Fallout Nuclear Nightmare is a Fallout 1 homebrew campaign taking place around 6 months before the start of that game's storyline. It's something that it's exploring a realm of the lore I've always wanted to. These guys probably don't know quite yet where we're heading. Nope. But it's going to get really interesting tonight. I think things are going to start to show them. I guess today, excuse me. Things are going to really start to show themselves. Hey, pay attention. What did you do? Silent llama.
What did you do?
Hey, he's quiet.
It's wild. You know what they say. Most officers in the military are skinny, weak guys that couldn't make, that had to go into, what do you call it? Help me here.
OCS.
Yes, thank you.
He's just gonna let you dangle there.
You wouldn't even. I'm just kidding. That was more of a joke as to how I'm able to control and being 135 pounds. And what are you? 280 of muscle. It's all it takes, guys. All it takes is a silent llama. Learn from my. Anyway.
Thing is, he controls the snacks. So.
Yeah,
there it is.
That's what it is.
He who controls the food controls the universe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so this particular campaign is actually a homebrew one. It's really exciting. You can check out the first 3 episodes. This is the 4th one. We have a group of survivors that are all mercenaries that managed to decide to work together for a good pay just because there was someone in the hub who was asking for a group of people to assist. They chose to accept. It was a trap, and they almost got turned into ghouls.
Whoops.
Intentionally. Survived that.
I already
only to get ambushed, killing the wrong people, and then, of course...
Hit with effect.
What's going on? What's happening?
This is what happens when it's a midday stream.
Yeah.
This is what happens when I haven't been here in so long.
I wasn't going to make any noise, but that was her.
Lock in, guys.
Lock in llama.
Lock it
Lock it in.
So, ultimately, though, they came back, took revenge on the person who kind of screwed them over, that kind of tricked them into almost becoming ghouls. Had another job opportunity that turned sour, which ended up with them, unfortunately, getting sold out as criminals to the water caravans. And they were going out west with an inexperienced caravaner. They got ambushed by a bunch of super mutants, lost all their stuff, had to sneak around, take their stuff back, almost died, blew them all up, almost, fled into the wastes. And with only one direction, they're heading for the nearest civilized point, which is an area that Guy knows pretty well. Unfortunately, though, as they're traveling across the wasteland, one of the spare super mutants that ran off to go to the bathroom.
Yes.
Spare super mutants. What's wrong with that word? Managed to catch up with them, and he brought some heavy ordnance, a machine gun. And as a retaliative strike against Pop, who managed to take the first shot, I think missed.
I think I just didn't do very much damage.
Yeah. He unloaded 130 rounds in one turn in Pop's general direction, eviscerating their body and sending them careening off of a cliff. And that is where we ended. Everybody leveled to level 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's where we drop in.
And if I may, we got a little derailed last time with the rules. We got a little confused.
Yeah.
That was the first time we'd been dealing with the weapon traits so in depth. I went back and watched the VOD and did a lot of work on what was supposed to happen.
Is that 3 pages or 2?
Well, a lot of it is repetition as I fixed my mistakes going over it
Okay.
again. But long story short,
I shouldn't have used a minigun.
Yeah.
Story short.
That's
That
long
was
story
a
short.
massive
right there.
mistake.
long story
And
short,
now I'm
Minerva did not take as much damage as we thought, but there were 5 damage dice left to be rolled, which Grim and I did before the session. So the last thing that everybody saw was Minerva falling off the cliff, and
Let's take a look at that. There you are. Look at that.
If I'm not
Oh, let me
mistaken,
zoom in here.
I also spent a luck point for Mysterious Stranger at the beginning of the combat.
Yeah,
Okay.
you did.
So at
I did
some
rewatch
point,
it. Yeah,
At some point.
because it has been a while.
It's been
been a
a
while.
minute.
If we mess up the rules, no one really cares
No.
because no one really knows the rules to this game outside of maybe us and a few other fanatics of this particular system. So most people don't know when we make a mistake.
it was just really fun to go back and learn.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's what I do in my free time.
it's pretty embarrassing. No, I'm just kidding.
It's okay. I technically also watch it. It's just I.
So
put it together.
that concluded the Super Mutants round as he unleashed hellish volley in Minerva's direction and landing a majority of the strikes, sending them careening down a cliff. It looked as though there was significant damage to the right arm, left arm.
Left arm.
An arm. Okay. At that point, it's just bad either way. As they were sent down, also struck throughout the body. Okay. So with the Super Mutants turn up, we have, I believe it's
Guy.
Guy's turn.
you're up.
To get out of the power armor, because I'm not proficient with it, it was a major.
I think so.
I believe so.
Major.
I mean, it was a major action to put it on.
Put it on. That's right. I couldn't recall what it was.
So Chan, is it a major to take it off as well?
Oh, the power armor. Yeah,
You're in
it
the
is.
power
go.
armor.
Yeah, you got to get out. That is an action.
Get out.
Yeah.
A major.
Get out.
I'm pretty sure is it? I'm pretty. I don't know. I mean,
You
this-
ruled it one way.
We ruled that it was a major action to get into it,
I mean, I don't see
and
why
I
it
know
would be
it's all
different.
like
And
super
when you're not
fancy
occupying
techie.
it, does it stand somewhat upright, or
Yeah,
is it,
yeah, yeah.
or is
So
it just?
it's rigid. So when you
That's
no.
okay. Just want to make sure.
When you get out of it, it just kind of to repair it, you need I think an actual
Yeah.
frame to set
No,
it
it
up
hasn't
to,
taken damage. I
to
just
fix
want to make
it.
sure it can actually be used as cover. Was my thought process.
Yeah.
So I will,
Nice.
as much as I would love to, obviously
Yeah.
attack this round. I'm going to have to set myself up for next round. So we are in close zone with the Supermoon, correct?
You're in the
In
same
the same
zone,
zone.
yes.
Okay, just want to make sure. I will use a major action to doff the power armor, and then I'll just move to take cover behind it, and that's all I can expend, correct? Just want to make sure.
Yeah, unless you
yeah, 'cause
spent
we-
AP.
Which we don't have any right now, do we?
Oh, I don't know. I just
I have
flipped
no
him up.
At
0.
the beginning of the session, I start with a minimum amount based on the party size. I don't. I,
don't
think
we
you.
start with
I don't think we start. I think
I
it
don't
I
resets.
think we start.
I don't. Yeah.
Right. I think we start with 0 and you start with
Yeah,
the
I
number
start
of
with
players
zero.
at the table.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
it?
number
Well,
plays
it's a
per party.
value based on the number of people on the table.
Sure.
So, yeah.
But I could take a minor to aim. Would that apply to the next
Uh,
round or only this one?
If it depends on whether moving, he counts you moving behind him as a minor action because
Gotcha.
moving's a minor action.
Okay. No, it's fine.
I
if
thought it was
is.
moving zones was a minor action.
Oh, that's
That's
true.
true.
Yeah. So I guess
Yeah.
you're staying in the same zone, so you're good.
Okay, so yeah, I'll major action doff, take cover behind it, minor action aim. That's all I can do.
Okay. Now, if hide is a minor action, like to get behind cover, that's a different story. But again, we haven't played this system in how long?
In a minute,
Oh,
yeah.
a month and a half?
Yeah.
Somewhere around there?
This happens. This
I'm gonna
happened twice
I'm
now.
gonna just take a wild guess saying there is benefits to hiding and taking cover.
Yeah.
I would be shocked if there wasn't.
We will take. I will not aim. I will hide.
Okay. I think there's just a list of minor actions we can look
There
up.
is.
So we can
You
obviously
can keep
we-
rolling
we
and we'll
can-
look it up.
We can look it. Okay. So
Defend.
Defend.
what you
Defend
want.
is a major action. That's
Oh,
different.
shit, you're right. I was looking at the wrong thing.
Got him.
Minor action. Aim,
Starting
draw
early.
item, interact, move, take chem. Those are the 5 that you can do.
Oh. In that case, aim.
Okay.
Because it's a major action to do defend, so aim.
All right. That leaves Saul Goodman.
Yep. Going to... He's in the same zone.
Yep.
So...
Get the hucking.
Well, if I do, it's
Oh,
gonna
they're
blow
big.
up all
That's
of
right.
us.
I forgot
Because
about
you're all
that.
in
So-
the same
Right.
zone.
Yeah. So...
Wouldn't hurt me.
Can't hook, it's
already
dead.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with a throwing knife to try and, you know, pierce him. Also, I have LED dice now. It's very fun.
Nice.
What is the difficulty?
The
Yeah.
was 1 for the super mutant.
1?
It's always.
They're in the same zone, so
Okay.
depending on like your
Right.
range.
It's close.
Okay, great.
And I don't have any action points. So, oh wait, don't I have a thing? It's been a minute. No, okay. Here we go. Well, it's 2 failures, but no crits fails.
It's just if you just say
So,
something,
yeah.
like,
Because that's a 10 and a 16, and I have to roll a 9.
Win.
Do better. 3.
Do better.
Shut up. Because it's 3 and. Is it, I always forget. Is it agility or perception for throwing weapons?
I believe it is.
There's a thrown weapons.
Throwing agility.
Throwing
Yeah,
agility,
it's
thank
throwing
you.
and agility. You can use perception if you wanted, but the default is agility. Yeah.
Oh, if I can use perception, I would love to do that.
As long as it's okay with the whatever they're called,
Chad?
overseer.
Would it be okay if I
Overseer,
used
yeah.
perception instead of my agility for a throwing knife?
Pretty sure that stuff just like is rigid. That's just how it
Well,
is.
he just
No.
said.
I mean.
I thought that that might have been explosives that I was thinking of in terms
Oh.
of, but I was just thinking of thrown weapons.
I think
saw
it
that
maybe
believe.
just generally the system
Yeah.
is like could be flexible, but maybe a
Thrown,
thrown weapon.
Okay, yeah. It says
Thought it- yeah, I
agility,
don't-
depending on the type of weapon.
Gotcha.
But-
So if you're, it would be agility, anyways, just
Okay.
by nature of throwing.
So yeah,
something.
fail. Then
So you go for the throwing knife, but it just
just
it
falls a little short.
You watch Minerva basically get
all coming
eradicated,
together.
and your response is to pull out a boot knife and just and it just right in front of his feet, and he I think just kicks it away.
A little nausea from seeing a piece of her shoulder just sitting on the ground.
And then with that, I'm just gonna look at everyone and be like, "You might want to move out of the way. My shit isn't too helpful up close." So, and I'm gonna move his own away.
Minerva does not respond.
Oh, really?
Okay, so where do you move? Do you move
Henley's
down
already
into the
screaming.
canyon, or do you move up?
Already screaming.
Already screaming.
If I, if I can move up, I would like to. Because
And I think-
possibly getting a target away if Minerva is still alive, getting away from her.
And I think like as you're running, like you realize that Minerva's body is obviously you saw her fall, but you
Yeah.
realize her gun with an arm attached to it is still laying in the ground.
Oh!
Ah!
okay.
It's like still up here on the cliff.
Yeah.
No.
Minerva's missing an arm.
Yikes.
Okay.
Okay.
So you move successfully to the next
Okay.
zone, and
Cool.
that makes
That's my turn.
you.
Ah! And I swing the super. Is there a minor action?
Oh,
Well, I
yes,
can
it's a small
aim,
one, so,
right?
Yeah, I see.
Aim is minor action.
Here.
Yeah. Small. Yes.
No, but like
Two-handed.
with my pit boy, I can target.
Oh.
Sorry. So I'm gonna swing at the arm that's. Is he holding the gun with both arms?
Yeah, you have to.
Then I'm gonna swing at his right arm.
Has the two-handed trait.
15
rounds, we just got it.
Okay. I'm dropping things.
Too dumb.
Nervous.
I had to.
Difficulty 1.
Only a lot. No, and that's a
Change
complication.
stats around just like.
Oh, come on!
That's a 20 and an 18.
Oh God.
You are kidding.
I could use a luck point to reroll the 20.
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's
And
do
as
that.
long as he hasn't increased the
the top of the section.
failure range.
Oh yeah,
For this specific
for
person.
swinging a super sledge at his arm with the Pip-Boy to help adjust for with the vats.
Well, there'd be no precedence for like keeping that range, like or reducing it right now.
Yeah.
So no, like you can reroll.
Do it. Come on, please.
Ooh, that's a success.
So
Oh,
one
yeah.
success.
That is one success.
So it
For the
hits.
9 on the die.
Hell yeah.
And his defense is 1, so that
Oh,
is
thank
success.
God.
Yeah.
Was it a crit?
Yeah.
It wasn't a crit, was it?
What?
Was it a crit like
No.
under your rank? Damn.
No. I got a 6 on my rank, not a 9. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Super sledge. 6 damage.
Okay.
I think that's. Alrighty. That is 1, 2
Did you-
special effect. Wait. Did I what?
Are you indicating a specific area?
Right
His
arm.
Right arm.
Right arm. Okay.
1, 2. What is 5? An effect?
5's an effect.
5
Yeah.
is
Okay.
damage and
Damage in effect.
1, 2, 3, and then 2 breaking.
That's an additional. Like it's a minor action, right? To choose it.
Yes, that's the aim. That's the aim.
So,
All right.
My brain's just
3
not working
damage,
till 6.
but 2 breaking effects, which is, since he's not behind cover, reduces the physical damage resistance of his right arm.
By
Period.
2.
Done.
Okay.
Forever. Permanent.
Oh!
I think. It reduces cover permanently, so I'm
That's the breaking property?
breaking.
Okay.
Yeah.
I only looked at big guns.
Which is why I'm using the super sledge, because I need other people also hitting.
Hell yeah.
Why do I feel like there's a really shitty damage roll?
Because it wasn't good.
Because it was. Oh, yeah.
Because you're honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, I'm so honest.
So
So humble.
you, after seeing what happens to Minerva, rush forward and slam into his right arm.
Yeah.
You feel like you shatter the armor, but unfortunately, like the actual damage dealt to the flesh is pretty minimal. But it does connect, so you manage to do that. Okay. So with the next round, which we've got now, is the robot. Okay, I believe. Okay. Mistress!
Go check on Minerva!
Those different weapons have different weapons.
He's
You
not
guys
built
good?
for combat, anyway.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
making sure
Yeah.
all my stats are correct.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good thing to. That's a good thing to
From the
make sure.
level up.
Maybe a little.
Well, in this moment,
So this really
the
affected
robot
a lot.
sees that
That's mods.
given Minerva's officially out of action, the mutant's going to be able to attack next turn.
It is permanent.
The robot judges that there is plenty of ammunition left, and within the confines of this, you are officially point blank range to him, which he gets a lot of benefits in close, anyways. But you guys are all considered close, except those that
Except
Or,
for you're not
unwillingly.
close.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
And so are you?
There
yeah.
is we found it
Okay.
cover.
Yeah, cover is just like where you are on the map. So like within the zone, like if he said he took cover behind the thing that.
So you are in cover.
Yeah.
And what does that provide him?
Basically, it reduces. You roll d6 determined by how much cover you think it would, and add that result to his DR.
Okay, great.
So like if you're like it's not that much cover, you get one DR, you roll and add that to it.
I see. Okay. So he notices that you're in probably mortal danger right now. There's a high probability that he's going to hit you with his next volley. Again, there's how much ammunition the robot doesn't actually know, but there's definitely enough. So he's going to use. He's going to use specifically the major action. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. He's going to use the major action test. He's going to try to make a test. So given he's in the zone, he doesn't have to move technically.
Yeah.
He is going to try to push the super mutant off the cliff.
Ooh, yeah.
Hey, yeah, robot.
Yeah, buddy.
Hefty boy, get him.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So he goes, "I'll save you, mistress!" And he dives in front of you and is going to try to make a test to push the super mutant off the cliff. I don't know how this is going to turn out. Let's see how this
Come on,
What's the
Robot.
difficulty that you're giving him?
Oh, yeah, okay.
He's rolling against himself.
I didn't wanna
I'm
know
playing
anyways.
against myself right now.
Yeah.
So we have basically
I
no
definitely missed
no
twice.
AP right now.
We have none.
Correct.
None. Okay.
Because we've
So-
only ever succeeded
So
just
robot,
on the
floating
rolls.
robot against a
Super mutant.
super mutant. His stats are not
How
great
powerful is
from
that
what I
jetpack, bud?
remember.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
His
Oh
jet.
my.
He's only got intelligence. This is a bad move.
I
Um,
love
so that's that.
I love him,
Strength plus.
Jam your hand in the mechanics of that gun.
Hmm?
Oh, yeah.
Strength.
Jam
That's
his
going to be
hand into the
strength plus
mechanics of the weapon.
athletics.
That makes
Oh.
sense to me.
It's just
Oh, jeez.
So
That's
it's
strength
5.
plus athletics. That's a 5.
Yeah.
I want the
Uh-huh.
gun, though.
He's gotta
I
get
want the
a
gun.
5 or
The only thing
below,
that'll break
I
is
believe, to
jam it.
succeed.
A certain number of times, yeah.
The
Or he could
DC, I'm
break the
going
links.
to not say what it is.
Ass.
or if he doesn't succeed, you can break the links.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna think of that, though.
Let's see, so I have 2 die I can roll here.
You live
Yep.
through this.
Push.
Could you be a deer? Break the links.
Okay. That is 1 success and 1 complication.
Oh,
Oh,
come on.
no!
And it is successful.
Oh.
All
I was able
right.
to do it. That was
Oh, yeah.
a 5 and a 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, 5 and a 20.
So they successfully pushed them
Yes.
off like that.
Yeah.
The complication arises as the robot teeters over. The super mutant grabs him
Yep.
and drags him down with him.
Yep. Ah! Robot! Robot! No!
Save yourself!
Minor action of himself. Thank God.
So now these
That's all
guys
the
are
game.
down there, and I'm going to consider them prone.
I keep forgetting we can also buy action points by giving him action points.
Right.
Yes.
I keep forgetting we can do that too.
Big pass.
Well, I mean, we've only
Yeah,
had
big
half a
pass.
round in combat. Combat
Right.
typically
That's
generates
how we gave him like 7.
them pretty
yeah,
well.
the last
So
one.
like,
Yeah.
take
I'm
that
considering
as you
him prone. Now you are 2 zones away now,
Okay.
to inform you.
Got it.
Just so
Thank you.
know. And they're prone, which means they need to make a minor action to stand up to get up. Okay, and that's the robots. Now it goes to the super
This
mutant.
turn.
Let's see. I have to like swap through 5 pages right
Yeah.
now.
Sounds
Like, back and forth.
Something
Okay.
like peak.
Sounded good at the time.
Yeah. Just go
Knowing
to
how
so
much ammo is remaining.
That's like, it kind of
Let's see,
thematically
so-
works.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
like-
targeted map. Yeah. I should do the Hollywood slot.
So this is now just gonna start round 2.
Yeah.
Right.
I really hope my mysterious stranger comes in soon.
And
It's
we
been
don't.
half a round, Morgan.
I'm aware.
I really hope my mysterious stranger.
Look,
He's
he's,
gonna
about
show
to
up right as the
possibly
combat
kill
ends.
one of us.
Minerva's
Be like,
dying on
"Damn."
the ground.
Damn, what happened here?
The mysterious stranger is Matthew's next character.
Nah, you just hear like off in the far distance the hammer of dawn activating. Got that reference? What's
There's
that
prone
gamers?
in this game, right?
Yes, there is.
What are we asking about?
Oh yeah,
Prone.
move. So you have to take a minor action move to stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's going to use a minor action move to stand and point blank right in front of the robot who is prone. He's going to shoot him.
Oh no!
Angie.
Oh no.
Oh, robot.
He's made of
Okay.
metal. He's fine.
Here we go again.
Just repair it.
I do have a robot repair
going.
kit.
Yeah, just
Their
repair it.
defense is reduced by 1 also because they're prone.
Oh, so it's just 0 right now.
Oh.
So
it's not 2, yeah. Then
Yeah, so I get some extra points here.
So there's nothing that.
Well, I could get 2 critical failures,
I mean, but there's
Could,
you know
yeah.
also
and
the
that could
thing-
complicate things. But do
True.
Since he's in the same zone, is that I mean, he
With-
was before. But
No, I think the gun
minigun whatever.
is close range. You said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. Well,
Right. I mean, you got it's
Because
no
if
different.
it was like a medium or
Yeah.
long range gun, there would be penalties to taking a shot at a close
yeah,
range,
I'll
but
double check here.
You have said that.
I don't doubt you. It's just look. I'm trying to do anything, man.
You're trying to help him. I understand.
Medium range. Wait, no, that's
Oh.
a laser. Just kidding. What is it? A minigun?
Yeah.
Medium.
Hey! Wait, so it should have got a penalty last time. Oh, probably
Well,
was.
I mean, I don't remember. I mean,
So
no,
really,
I think
all
you
it
took a
does-
step back, and that's why you were at
Yeah, I was away.
You
but
were the good
Oh,
guy.
that's
I
right.
still hit
Right,
me
right, right,
that's
last
right.
time,
Okay,
I'm
so
pretty
it's
sure.
close.
Yeah,
Which
so
means
like,
it's
it
back
just,
to a 1.
Yeah, it
Yes.
just
So I just have
negates
to
the-
make 1.
because it's trying to like shoot this thing that's like right in front of you.
Okay.
We're warming up. We're almost awake. Usually we're doing this at 6.
Yeah.
I'm
6
I'm
hours
normally
early,
still
just to
asleep
sugar.
at this time on Saturdays, so this
So
is
that is
interesting.
that is
Can't
1
relate.
success and 1 failure,
Damn.
which means he does hit. Okay, and then from there, oh god,
You only hit once though.
minigun.
He only hit once.
Well, I mean,
Well,
there's a lot.
no,
with the
he
minigun.
hit, and
He
he
hit,
can
that's
use
all that matters.
whatever. He can take the robot out. I do have a robot repair kit.
There you go.
Okay, we
It'll be fine.
We'll take care of this guy. Put a robot.
Go
Go see the Knights of the Fuck.
I'm familiar with the minigun traits now, so I can assist.
Yeah, what
Spent a
are
lot of time.
Yeah,
What
we'll
are
do
the
this
traits,
right.
Matthew?
We'll do this right.
It has a
Intimately
fire rate
familiar.
of 5.
Yep.
Do you want to spend? Do you have that much ammo to spend?
It's 5 times what? Like for every
10.
volume,
So like you have 3 to start is its damage. So you're already spending 30. If you want to spend the other 5, then you're adding 5 more for 8 or 80 total.
80 for the 130.
For 8d6.
So he is all. So do you have to do all 5? or
No,
is
you
it
get to
up
choose how much you fire.
Okay, I'm going to. Given how
Or-
big is this guy? Oh yeah, he's got like nothing. He's a tiny
Decent
little
space.
guy. Okay.
I just needed to untuck my leg.
He is going to. I think. Let's see.
My boy.
He's going to use 5, so that's 2 additional.
Yes.
And that will put him in a range of ammo that's not exactly
Yeah.
great. Okay.
That's
So now he's going to shoot point blank.
ready.
That is. Now I have to look up the damage die. Rolls again.
And I want to say, for moving forward, in order to avoid
it?
some of the confusion
Yeah.
that happened last time,
Uh-huh.
pay attention. In order to avoid some of the confusion that happened last time, when we say the results of the die, I think we need to have already processed the damage and effects. So we're not saying what we rolled, we're saying this is the amount of damage and this is the amount of effects. Because I think sometimes we were doing one and sometimes we were doing the other and then calculating damage differently because effects are 1 and 1.
Yeah.
So I think like if I rolled 2 dice that did damage and then 1 effect, I just need to say the total damage and how many effects. And I think doing that will help alleviate some
Yes.
of that.
All right.
I may require assistance with that.
You got this, buddy. I'll help you.
Thank you. I will try.
I believe in you. You got your little cheat sheet right there.
I do. I'm cheesy right here. He's not joking. It's right here.
I know I'm making little cheat sheets, sticky notes as we go along, which I could have done before the game, but I didn't.
Nope.
You don't think about it.
Nope.
They finally released more of the Fallout D6 sets
Oh.
because they were out of stock for a long time. But they're like $20, so I'm gonna wait till Christmas.
Fair enough.
Is that it? It's not. What the heck?
Look in one of the easier pockets. Like
Interesting.
No, I want the D20.
D12 is about the same size.
I'm sorry, the robot's defense is 0 to begin with. So it's.
I
be
don't.
sorry.
I think his sheet was wrong. We decided. I
Oh,
don't think he ever
right.
fixed it because it shouldn't be.
Good.
We decided that he at least had 1 for defense.
Trying to find his health.
No, I think
it's
he had a 0.
endurance and luck.
And yeah, endurance and luck together.
So it would be 10.
Plus.
Oh, plus 2 because we leveled up.
Yeah.
3 plus 3.
13.
Because from level 1.
Yeah. So
to
13
3.
total.
Okay. So that
Poor guy.
Every
Wow.
Still more health. Still more max health than
So
Minerva
that
had.
is. So we're doing
Oh
effects
God!
first.
What?
Huh?
We're doing effects first.
So what I would recommend.
The expert.
So they succeeded. You did the d20s. You hit. Did you roll the d6?
Yep.
For this one, I would just... What is the damage total and get the target location?
Including the ones that are 6s and 5s, which
Yeah.
trigger the effects.
Yes, just do the
total
total
is-
damage.
It's 8 plus
Okay.
2 effects.
Okay.
Okay, and then what location did you hit?
I have to roll for it.
Yeah,
I'm
go ahead and roll for that.
And the robot's different. So.
Yeah.
The other
Yes.
thing that I did when I was like going back through is I was like, we need to make sure, because this one spreads, so it hits different locations, to make sure we're doing the location first before we move on.
Yeah.
Okay, we're looking at a 4. So what's a 4?
4 on the
For a
robot.
robot? 4 for a robot. Well,
Great question.
that would be torso for us, so I would assume that's like main
They have
body.
a different...
No, I know, but
But they.
it's still 5
If you
different
go to the
locations,
character
6 locations.
creation and just look up that background of Mr. Handy, you should be able to find it.
Cool. Okay. So my special effect triggers are.
The ones that, because you're using two-handed, so that's irrelevant. Burst is a... Am I in the same zone now?
I mean, you're where you were and you're where he was. So that was medium originally,
Yes.
in distance-wise. I kind of like split it down the middle, sort of. So I don't know. It doesn't feel like. I feel like that's
If you
two
say it's a
zones.
different zone, then burst is also not relevant.
Main body, by the way.
Main body.
Oh, and sorry. Roll 2 more d6. That's what we forgot last time because of Gatling. When you add ammo,
Yeah.
you're adding 2 d6, and you added 2 more. So you ended up adding 4 d6 total. So you still need to roll 2 more damage.
So it's doubled.
When you add ammo, yes, for fire rate, because of the Gatling trait.
Well, it started at 3.
You start with 3, and then you added
2.
2 for your fire rate,
Uh-huh.
but each of those add 2d6, not 1d6.
Oh, shit.
Jeez, that was 2 2s.
Bye, robot.
That's
Oh, 4 more, so
That's
12
12.
damage
That's
total.
12.
Woo!
Okay.
Oh.
And then you said 2 effects, right?
But
Yeah.
damage resistance.
And the effects on the Gatlin
Does he
are
have any?
I have them.
burst and
Burst is irrelevant because no one's in the same zone.
Thank God.
Gatling is just, that's the 2d6. Spread is hitting an additional target, so you need to
Roll another
roll
d20.
2 more d20 to hit 2 other locations because you rolled 2 effects.
2d20.
Jeez.
I'm so glad I
Yeah,
reviewed
I'm glad you're the
Oh,
expert
God.
Gatling gun. So we got a so
Rules jockey.
these 2d20 are indicating who? Just anyone in
You're,
the zone.
no, him. They're both hitting him.
Different
Oh,
places on his
Burst would be
body.
hitting other people. Spread
Oh.
is just hitting across his body.
Okay, we got a 1 and a 15.
What's 1 and 15?
Oh, shit. Hang on.
There's too many rules in this game.
One is,
Just for Gatling guns.
one is optics,
Okay.
That's a head.
and 15 is arm 3.
Okay. Okay.
And what was it just hit body was the first one?
Yeah,
Body,
okay,
main
main
body
body.
was the first one.
So the physical resistance we're looking at. Yeah, it's all the same. It's 2 across the board.
Okay.
So he's at 3 health right now.
What's roll now? You have to roll a d6 for those 2 hit locations.
Okay.
Like just 1 for each,
Okay.
I think, because it's just
Yeah.
an additional hit, additional d6.
So 1d6 or 2? For 1d6 for each hit.
1d6
which is
for
2
the
hits.
optics and 1d6 for the arm.
Okay, so we've got
We'll do optics first.
optics is now if we've already is DR just permanent? Like anytime I roll towards that,
Yes.
It's going to reduce
Yeah.
it.
reduce
so
it. Okay.
That
so,
was part of why Minerva took less initial damage before the.
So it would be impossible for me to deal damage in any part of his body then.
Yep.
It's physical
Yeah,
DR.
yeah. These extra hits
What's
won't
his-
matter because if his DR is 2 across the board, the most you could deal is 2.
Yeah.
So that means he took 10 total.
Yeah.
Could you roll another effect, and would that have?
I don't think they.
Would that mean anything?
Stack. No.
Okay.
No. Okay. So the
So he has 1.
the poor robot has been lit up. All right, let's move on. So we've got
Yeah.
next.
Boy!
Did it. That was so
Guy.
much better than last time.
Ah!
Alright.
He's not down yet.
Still slow,
I mean,
but we got
technically
through
he's prone, but
I'll use a minor action to get 1 zone closer.
Okay.
Because my shotgun is close.
Nice.
Would he be considered 2 zones away?
I don't think.
Because he stayed in the
You're-
initial zone.
They were in the same zone before.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
Pa's like back there. I don't.
Is this
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's him.
So I'll run and slide down this bit of mountain here, and then once I land, I will use my trait center of mass, and
Nice.
is that considered an aim action though? Just as one medium range attack.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not taking the aim minor action.
It just happens.
Yeah, because you can specify a target location on what you're trying to hit and increase
Got
the
it.
difficulty,
Yeah.
but it's saying that you don't have to increase the difficulty,
Okay.
I believe.
All right, what do we do then?
I am going to use my shotgun.
Yes. Yes.
Do it.
Center of mass.
Center of mass.
Okay. Let's see what you got.
2d20.
Any
20?
piercing? Anything like that?
Any what?
Like any armor broken?
It
shattered?
does have piercing.
Okay.
Yes.
Piercing what?
It's just piercing 1 right now.
Okay, so
And
it
you're-
bypasses 1.
Yeah.
The center mass force you to aim anywhere particular? Or just
It's just hitting his torso.
okay. So what are you aiming for anything in particular?
I mean, he has to hit the
It
torso.
has to hit the torso
Has
for
to.
center mass.
Just
Okay.
torso, yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, because he's able to specify that he's hitting the torso
Yep.
without increasing the
That's what I was
difficulty.
asking.
Yeah.
So defense 1. So make
Yep.
1 success.
2 successes.
Hey, that's an action point! We have an action
16
point.
now.
Thank God.
It just went up.
Get it.
Yes. So
Good.
that's we also get 1 AP because you beat the DC by 1. Now you get to roll that. What is this? D6? 66?
66.
Nice. Oh, and it has spread.
It does.
I'm ready.
Effect. Miss. Regular hit. Regular hit. Regular hit. Because that's a 2.
So you have.
You got it. I believe in you.
So that is 3 damage. And then a 4th damage.
No. 4 damage. This is 2.
Oh, 4 damage.
5 damage.
5 damage. Then half of 5 in this game would be 2. Rounded down. So it says rounded down. 3, 4. 10, 11. 11.
Yeah.
11 damage with
No. That's still just
What?
1 damage.
Huh?
Yeah,
Yes.
because 5 and
So
6
it's
are
5
1.
damage total in 1 effect.
Right. 1 is 1, 2 is 2, 3, 4.
So
5 and 6 is
Yeah.
5 and 6 is 1
So,
and 1
1 damage.
We're getting there, guys.
This is just the 1 damage on effect.
So you're doing to the torso. You are doing 5 damage, and it's ignoring 1 DR. Correct. And then he rolled 1 effect. So with spread, you're going to roll another D20
D20
to hit
to
another
determine
location
where it
because
is.
it's spreading across their body.
6.
6 is torso.
Torso, and it's going to take 2 more damage to the torso.
Okay. So what's the total?
7. I believe.
7 all to the torso.
7 to the torso.
Reducing 1 DR.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, you would. If we want to get pedantic about it, you would reduce the 5 and the 2 separately.
Oh.
Right.
Oh, so they okay.
Oh, yeah, duh.
Yeah, they do not combine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
And
Just
it doesn't
additional.
it doesn't destroy your damage resistance.
No, it just
Right.
pierces.
Yeah.
It's just ignoring it.
It
Yeah.
just ignores it.
Yes.
Unlike yours, which
Breaking
permanently broke his
Destroys
damage.
damage.
Yes.
Okay. Up next, we've got Saul Goodman.
Yep.
Yes.
And
Sorry,
buddy. I am 2 zones away,
Uh-huh.
which means I can't do shit.
You can move,
I can
and
move,
then you'll be 1 zone away again.
But you
right where you
see,
need to
Write this.
my medium range things are explosives. So I would
You
now
can
hit-
check on Minerva.
No,
mean,
I
that's
can't.
2 zones
That's
away.
2 zones away.
You can move twice.
You could take this sprint.
Yeah.
You could sprint major action.
No, because
You could spend. We have 1 action point. You could spend it to get to her, and then have some. You can spend 1
Yeah.
action point on a minor action.
Yeah.
So you
I'll-
could move twice, and then you'd have your major action to do something.
Also
I'll
true.
try and just do that because
thoughts.
So,
like everyone's close.
Everyone's getting on the ground now. We gotta
Yep.
get off this cliff. You and me.
Well,
lollygagging up
I
here.
was up here for a reason and told everyone to back off, but nope.
Well, I only have close
I
range,
know.
so.
I know. So I'm gonna just use everything I can to go to Minerva.
Okay. And we'll go up to you. Your turn.
Hey, I want to jump off this cliff and big boom with the super sled.
I don't think that's actually how it works, but go for it.
Well, I'm gonna move and then I'm gonna
okay.
attack.
Minor action move.
Minor action move. I'm just
And
saying
then
it
you
cool
attack.
because I'm cool. That's a 12, which I think is a success, and that's a 10, which would also be a success. I'm pretty sure my thing is a 15, so 2 successes.
Okay.
And I did it wrong last time, so I get to roll more dice. 'Cause I'm silly and I did. Super Sledge gives you 6, but then my strength gives me an extra 2. And
I mean,
forgot
I don't
that
care
last time.
about that. I don't think you get to just
What?
add more dice because you messed up your rules last time.
I'm not adding it to my. No.
She's not.
I
you're
should be
saying-
rolling 8.
Okay, the way you said that
every time.
sounded like
No.
I'm gonna just
gonna
add
roll
the dice
12.
I failed to
No.
roll last time back to
No.
this roll.
This is what I
Retroactive.
I lost out on 2 dice because I don't know how to play the game. But that's on me, and I take that. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this is where it's at. Okay.
Henley hit good.
And I'm going center torso,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that's 10 damage.
Wait, but how do you do that without aim?
You have to increase the difficulty.
That's.
Oh, that's right.
Does it take an action economy or just
I don't think so.
difficulty?
If it's
yeah,
separate.
that's what I
I'm
thought.
pretty sure it's
Yes.
passive, so yeah.
That's motherfucker. All right, it's 10 damage and 4 effects, which is breaking, so destroying
On the torso.
4 DR physical on the torso.
Torso. Okay.
Thank you.
How's this super guy looking? Super
Not
bad?
great. I mean, he's a bigger, more pissed off, armored super mutant. He's a little bit more angry. Okay, so you, defending your robot buddy, rush down and do a vat slam on his torso, shattering his scrap metal breastplate, and sending him reeling back a couple of feet. You knock the breath out of him. You see blood, kind of like, spew out his mouth, and you slam. So that's what total?
10 damage, 4 breaking.
Great. So you go and slam, and he falls back. He lands on his knees. He's not prone, but he does land on his knees, and he's trying to catch his breath. He can barely breathe. All right, we have Robot. He is
He's
glitching and
not
sparking,
dead yet?
and things are not going. No, he's not dead.
Awesome.
He's glitching and sparking, and he's going to use his minor action to stand.
I have a robot repair kit if you want it. It's just like.
Well,
it's
he's
just
injured now, so because it was a crit last time.
Back there. It's on my belt. Just grab it.
Just grab it.
Technically.
Just grab it and fix yourself.
As he stands up,
Pretty sure
he
it's
looks at the situation. He sees you're close. He sees that the super mutant is not doing well. So he's going to attempt to finish the super mutant.
Torch
He's
him.
gonna try to torch him.
Yeah.
In order to kind of finish it. Don't worry, mistress. I'll save you. And he's gonna go
buddy.
for. He's gonna try to torch him. Okay.
A weird audio file plays. Flame on.
Okay, so he's got that
He
flamer.
starts talking like Bumblebee and Transformers, only in radio transmission.
Let's see
Welcome
if.
back to old timey radio here on Flame On.
He already only talked in radio transmission. We know that.
Yeah.
Inaccurate means I reduce a.
I think it just increases the difficulty.
Yeah. So I'd have to get a 2. I'd have to get 2.
We talked about this. You're not good at fighting. Stop trying to fight.
So that with flamer is going to be big guns, huh? Oh God, his big guns is 0. That's big guns in what?
Oh, it doesn't increase the
Oh,
difficulty.
no, it's just, you gain no
you just can't
benefit
aim.
from minor aim action.
From aim.
Yeah.
Got
Can't
it.
aim.
You cannot.
Okay, all I gotta do is hit the 1. Let's see if I can get it. Let's see if I can do this. And he whips out a little flavor.
We
Points it
gotta
backwards
talk about
at
this again.
guy.
Buddy.
We gotta have this conversation again. That this is not what his skill set is. It's fine. We'll bookmark it.
How's this gonna work?
Oh God, what did you do?
Yeah, I want to hear.
How does this work? How am I gonna do this?
That's your job.
Okay, Chandler, that'll work. Okay. So, A, we got a crit success with a 1.
Hey-o!
B, we got a 20.
Oh!
So there's
So
more on
it's-
the dice than
It's a
1
critical
and 20.
success with a complication, so I'm gonna have to figure this out.
Uh-huh.
Cancels out.
Okay.
Also
You can
plus
So-
always
self-up.
save complications.
What?
I think you can save complications.
I mean, do you have? We have an AP.
But-
I could use the AP.
To re-roll the die,
Re-roll
yeah.
the die.
Because
You
you
could
just
use a
generated
luck
one, too.
point. Also?
That's a luck point. I don't think you
You
can.
can't use
a-
an AP retroactively.
Do you get
To
your luck
reroll.
points
to
back?
reroll.
It
At
just says
the top of each session, yeah.
it says per adventure or whatever they call
Oh.
it, and you have been ruling it
This
per
is not,
session.
Yeah, well, this I feel like isn't an adventure.
Yeah.
Like we haven't kind of finished the
That's fair.
The fight. That's but yeah, okay. Because
So we-
otherwise,
But he should
I don't
have
think
some
he's
to
got.
begin with, I don't think
Do
he's-
what?
I say
He should
no.
have some to begin with. He shouldn't have spent them all, I don't think.
He should have 5 to begin with if all of his stats across the board
Yeah, he
are
may have
5.
spent
Well,
a couple.
yeah, he has 5, but I remember him spending at least a couple of them during this.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
It's possible, yeah.
Okay, I can try for it. Why not? Let's reuse this. Sneak that.
Another 20?
Is it really? Is it not?
Matthew, get the fuck
Get out of here! Your character's dead
You are
already.
killing all of us. You are
crazy.
taking all of us down with you.
I'm gonna destroy all your campaigns and I will escape the dungeon!
I'm gonna put this dice away. This is swinging heavily
Well, no,
right
you just
now.
need to put it for when you're doing your GM roll.
The dice
Yeah.
knows that I'm playing a character that's not mine right now, and it's not happy with me. Yeah, that was a 20. So that's another. I don't think I keep. Can I just keep using luck point after luck point after luck point?
No.
I think that's a
I
GM
don't
call.
think so.
I
would
don't
say
think
you only
so.
get
Okay,
one,
so
I think
I
it
fail.
is
So
what it
okay, I have an
you
idea
roll
here.
The
one,
dice always know,
20,
and
20.
we tried to question that, and they said absolutely the fuck not.
So he rushes in, and in order to really confirm the kill, because he's looking really bad, he gets a little too close. He blasts the flame, but in the midst of the blast, the super mutant grabs the flamethrower arm.
Oh.
And while on fire, screaming,
Oh,
he
God.
grabs a knife and jams it into the center console
Oh.
of the
No!
of the robot. And develops the wound with a twist, and then collapses down with a dying breath of screaming.
And right as the knife enters the robot, Minerva leans up. Toaster! Sorry, she only has one arm.
I thought you were dead.
And you witness right before you as the robot turns towards you.
No, I'll fix you.
Fusion core compromised.
No, I can fix it. I can fix it.
No.
I don't feel so
fix it.
good.
Oh, run.
Power off. And he explodes in a flaming blast as the fire envelops everybody within that radius in an explosive fusion core mini nuke-like blast.
Oh, Jesus.
So for those of you that are close, we're now
Can I hightail it?
do what?
Can I hightail it before he blows up?
Yeah.
mean, there was
I
a
think
bit of
you
a-
were running.
Oh, wait,
So
you
I
didn't
will
realize
give
in
you.
time.
I'll give you both a.
I didn't
There was
realize
a little
in
bit of
time.
time there, so I'll give you a agility
Yeah.
Athletic.
plus athletics. I think works. Let's make it. It's running, right? So
Yeah.
I'll give you just a 1 here for both of you to get away in time before the
Difficulty 1.
Agility.
agility
athletics?
plus
Yeah.
athletics. Yeah.
You gotta.
Okay.
It's decent.
It's a 9, but it's a tag skill.
Yeah. So 3 or higher, you get a crit.
1 success.
Oh.
It's a 5 and a complication.
So one success.
It's a success,
But another
with a complication.
Another challenging DM task.
Yeah.
Success.
Yeah, we really
and
wanted to push
regular
you today.
failure.
Gotcha. So okay.
So success.
You know the drill. You've been around these types of machines your whole young adult life. You know that when a fusion core is breached, it most likely is going to mean some type of meltdown.
Sling my shotgun
explosion.
and get back to my power armor.
So you're rushing, and you're able to make it, and I would say get behind it in due time. Being a zone away, you're pretty good. You two are already far enough away. Mm-hmm. You decide to run, and you turn, and you flee. You get where you feel like you're, in a way that's not close. That's close enough to where you're not going to get damaged, but far enough away.
5 feet back.
But your humanoid emotions get the better of you. And at the last second, you realize this is going to be the last time you'll see your best friend, the robot. As you turn to face him, because you can't help yourself, you are blinded by this radical explosion.
Oh, God.
Shrapnel ejects itself from the body, along with burned toast, other medical equipment, everything that was being stored inside of him, flings out in a crazy display. As this stuff pummels towards you, you're going to take about 4 points of piercing damage and heat damage. So 4 total, but 2 are going to be piercing, 2 are going to be heat. Okay. As this launches towards you in a basically slaughter. It's a where is what you're going to ask, right? So,
damage. Yeah, does damage resistance apply?
It will. So we're gonna cover it. So I think
I'm not gonna take it.
I'm gonna roll for these. They're both gonna hit the same place.
Is heat damage energy?
It's energy.
Okay.
So they're both gonna hit the same place. So I'm just gonna roll one body die.
And it's 2 and 2.
So that's
somewhere around there.
I'm gonna resist it no matter where it hits.
All 4 damage.
Yes.
Holy shit! What?
I have.
You have 4.
Her damage resistance is wild.
Well, my physical damage resistance is ridiculous, but I have energy damage resistance at a minimum of 2 everywhere.
We're gonna fix that. The blast waves upon you as these pieces of shrapnel bounce off yourself. But of course, with the massive explosion, you sort of get flash bang.
Yeah, I can't see.
You're very disoriented, and
anything.
You get flown back. And with that, the robot's dead.
Sorry, Christian.
Now that you guys have seen what's...
Hello?
Here's what happens when a character dies in any of my campaigns. This is the first time we've seen this.
Yeah.
I very slowly...
Robot! No!
This is the right character, right? Yeah, we're good. The robot
Can you imagine?
is no more.
It's like, oh, sorry, that was Salt.
I knew. Okay, spoiler alert. Christian's restricting himself to our Pathfinder campaign due to scheduling conflicts. So we knew that the robot wasn't going to be here long. I didn't know how he was going to go, though. But a complication and a success made sense. And with that, the robot is dead.
Damn.
Well, it's also like you hit a 10 on that one thing, which hits the homebrew crit threshold for something else in addition to the regular fallen crits. So, like, there was more story to tell there to begin with. Whoa. And now it's been told.
It's dead. He blew up.
No!
Okay, well, let's get back. So with that, the super mutant has been eradicated and burned, and now all that remains of him are 2 scorched boots. Unfortunately, as a result of the explosion, the minigun was eradicated, destroyed into a million tiny pieces.
It's probably a good move.
Which is actually what your complication is.
It's the only...
Damn it! That's okay, I don't know how
that.
it works anyway, and I don't think I would be very good at using it.
I don't want anyone to have that thing, man. It's just such a misery using it. No.
I make a mad dash to Minerva.
Okay.
I'm already there.
So is Minerva alive or dead? That's the
I run
question.
back to the robot.
She sat up.
Hey, do I get to rip another player sheet? Tune in next week. Okay, so we're still in broad daylight as I swap over the scene here.
Yeah, that wasn't just for comedic effect. Minerva, I guess, is still alive.
Yeah, Minerva, it seems, is...
I'm alive. I have 1 hit point. And 1 arm.
Legit 1 hit point.
Legitimately 1 hit point.
Iconic.
And an arm is gone.
arm is gone.
Damn.
So there's just a bloody stump right there.
Shit.
And I think Saul is like holding me and I'm
Yeah.
like bleeding onto you.
I got some food. You need any food or
Some toast
Doesn't
would
tell
be
me you're not
nice.
conscious, but if you can make a good case as to why you would be, I'd love to hear it.
explosion? waking her
Mechanically,
up?
I did not fall unconscious.
That's fair.
With a missing arm and bleeding out, you think?
Go
I'm
ahead.
more
I think
I'm
role
just
play. I'm not
dizzy.
talking about the combat anymore. I'm talking about like role play.
Some toast would be nice.
Somebody inject her with adrenaline. Hurry!
Oh shit. I have.
Some jet.
I think.
Also, what does
Psycho.
bleed out do?
Chris-
I have bleed out.
Buff out.
Bleed out. It's a like. What do you
Chem?
call it? Not a chem.
A mod.
No. There's a thing.
No idea.
Yeah.
I have stim
Actually,
packs.
because Minerva's so old, her blood pressure
She takes
naturally
her
is just
stim-
really low.
Yeah.
It's
She's
just.
I
used
would
to
like to use her shawl and make a tourniquet.
Heartbeat slowing.
I think she has stim packs.
Let me move the rules.
Would you like me to make a check to make a tourniquet?
I think
bought a
if
lot of
anything,
them.
it would probably
Syringer.
require the less so the making, but the application of
Oh,
said
maybe I
tourniquet.
have all of them.
Okay.
I
Um,
don't have a stim pack.
There is
I
a
have
medicine.
a lot.
I have beans.
You can take this one.
So let's see here. Let's go medicine for the whole package, making it otherwise medicine, and I think maybe intelligence makes sense.
Yeah.
Endurance maybe, but if you're like a guy
I think
who's
intelligence is the recommended for like healing or like
Yeah.
medicine checks.
I think
I
stim
also
packs
found
are
it.
kind of just auto.
It's syringer ammo.
Ah.
It's to make
can be.
persistent damage.
Oh, yeah.
So that would
Dot
not
damage.
help in this case.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was
So
like,
you
what?
said,
Medicine plus intelligence.
and then you said you might take endurance.
No.
Did you back that off?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, just want to make sure. Just want to make sure if we went that way.
I wanted to tease you.
So my threshold is 7.
All right, let's see if you can.
What's the difficulty?
So what are we trying to do with this tourniquet? We're trying
is first
to
aid?
stabilize, stop the bleeding, like basically just trying to like. Well, what are you trying to tourniquet? Because the arm's
stump.
gone.
The
The
stump.
stump.
The stump, so it
I
doesn't
think this
bleed
would
out
just
more.
count as
Okay.
the first aid, so he's just trying to heal hit points, or trying to treat the injury. This would be treating the
Treating the
yeah.
injury.
Okay.
Treat the
much
injury,
of
you
it.
get an arm back.
So,
Yeah.
Good
7.
luck.
Right.
What's the difficulty?
The difficulty's got to be a 1 on this.
Okay.
Wait, do you think if we take the severed arm and put it up against the stump and then use a stim pack, that it could reattach?
Didn't the robot have a lot of your stim packs?
No, I have my stim packs.
You have some. Okay.
So that is
I don't know. I have them on my character sheet. What was the robot carrying and
That
what
is
was
a
I carrying?
success
Don't you say it.
and a complication.
You are kidding me!
This is.
You
intense.
rolled another
Jesus.
20.
Y'all are
Right.
putting me
No,
through my
that's my
paces.
first one.
This was supposed
This
to
is
be a
my
warm
first
up.
one.
Oy vey,
Oh my
folks.
god.
I've had 2 complications already. Like,
He's
I know,
the one
I
with
think
all the
I've
20s.
rolled
This
a
is my
complication
first
a lot
one. Don't
every
yell at
time
me.
I've rolled.
if this is Godbound, I'd be.
I will
I
defend
have
myself.
rolled once this whole session.
I know, I've rolled like twice, but I've definitely rolled more than one
Okay.
complication.
We have,
So-
you know what? I would like to
Spend a
expend
luck.
one of our. No, sorry, not one of those. I'll take a luck.
Luck point to reroll it.
Yeah.
Just regular fail.
Okay, thank God.
Okay. Good. I
Jeez.
don't. So you succeed.
I succeed.
You're able to stabilize. Does it specify how many with a treat injury?
So treating an injury is just like those are the injuries that you get from crits. So it would just be removing the effect. Typically, it would be that it would just fix the arm that was like broken or whatever. This
since you
time, I
lost
think it's just I'm not going to die from this.
Yeah, you're not bleeding
You're not
out.
gonna bleed.
anything.
I think it's
Okay,
just
so you successfully tourniquet the wound,
stabilizes
and
the wound.
it's
Yeah.
of course tourniquets are rough, in any regard. But given there's nothing to lose blood to, I think you'll be fine. Okay, so with this sort of conclusion, the robot has been destroyed and is dead, and all the gear that they had within, all the toast has been eradicated as well. And they did it in such a glorious fashion that it would be going down in the history books. If only he were not a metal machine that no one really could emotionally relate to.
I miss my robot. I'm
However,
gonna go scavenge. I'm gonna find some piece of him, and I'm gonna
hat.
add it to my armor.
The hat.
First
Little
aid
hat.
The little hat, but I already have a
First
helmet.
aid kit. What does it do?
But I am taking the hat, and I'll just tie it to like my belt or whatever.
so it's a part of your complication now. Okay. That's
One-
you find the hat. It's smoldering, and it's got some. It almost looks like a bullet's gone through it, just with some piece of shrapnel's ripped through. But it's still.
That's perfect. And then I put my belt through the loop, like through the bullet hole, and I just loop it onto my belt. But
And
I
you
do
hear
want
in
to
the
add.
wind. In the wind, you hear.
I miss you too.
Once I get that tourniquet handled, I will use one of my first aid kits to actually restore some.
Okay.
It makes another same heal check, medicine and intelligence. It'll just increase the amount healed if you succeed.
You want some help? I mean,
Yeah, no,
I'm
it's still a
not
one.
great, but I can try and help.
Won't say no.
All right, so
Oh.
it's an aid. Major action, I believe, is just 1d20.
Is my difficulty 1 again?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I do not help. Sorry.
We have a success. We have a success.
Okay.
So what's your medicine?
My medicine is 2.
Okay, so total, and then the first aid kit increases that by 2, so I get 4 hit points back.
There you go.
2, 5.
Yeah.
I feel still bad.
I have like
I would imagine so.
But-
Descriptive, engaging.
Not as bad.
stim packs
Thank you.
and healing salve and your arm if you want that back.
So you're just holding up her arm.
I'm holding this every
Oh God!
What about throws the arm? The gun! Do you want the gun? Will that make you feel better?
She takes it. Immediately drops to the ground. Oh.
Pop goes the weasel, huh?
She tries to she's just leaning up against someone, trying to brace it.
Get her
and,
to her feet.
Trying to get away from the...
It's obvious that, given Minerva's state, she'll most likely require some level of actual medical attention to survive. And from your estimations,
Yeah. That was my
you're
next
still about
question.
half a day away
Yeah.
from your location. So that's going to be two treks, 2 rolls of the RNG dice.
Mr. Ramos? Where have you been?
No, there's no one there. Hi.
I missed you.
It's not, I'm a girl. I'm Henley.
Did you do something with your hair?
No.
I'll
Has
Toast.
this happened before? Guy.
Now, then again, she ain't never close enough to take this kind of damage, so. Listen, we about half a day still from where I don't want to go, but
Okay.
at this point, what I want don't matter. Making sure.
Does she have injuries
We live.
anywhere else, or is it just that she's not has a
Her
harm?
leg has been penetrated by bullets as well.
Does
But
anyone else?
there's
We
no,
need to fix
critical
that 'cause
effects
she
that
can't
need to
walk.
get healed. It's just damaged.
Yeah, it's just damage, like flesh wounds, but it's still not.
Damaged, but not an injury.
I have no more injuries.
Cool. Well, I mean, we can still heal
Does
her
anybody
leg
else
so she doesn't
smell
have pain
toast?
walking.
Yeah, you're gonna smell that for a while.
Half your face gets drooping.
I start crying. Take a stim pack.
Hanley, could you help her walk?
Shaka into the thigh,
Oh!
and it's just 4 HP instantly.
Oh, nice. Now I feel even less bad. I could do a little tap dance.
Nope.
Not on the- nope.
Calm
Oh.
down. Nope.
Oh God.
Let's just get walking.
Booger!
Mrs. Rama.
Sugar.
I'm gonna
Ramos.
take the rifle.
I'm gonna
At
take
all.
her by the arm and
Mine.
hold her up as we walk.
So you-
Support her weight as we
So
walk.
you guys begin your trek. You leave your
I'm gonna give her
armor
my-
behind.
No, I go get it. I give her my 10 millimeter pistol.
Okay.
It's one-handed.
keeps trying to grab the barrel.
It's just
I
with their
just-
arm.
Wait, there's no arm.
The stump is just moving.
You're just.
and yeah.
What? This just got shorter. And so
How much
this.
of like a stump does she have? Like, is it at
it-
the shoulder or is it
Like
like
shoulder, elbow.
roll
feel
the
like
bike?
I-
It
bicep is
probably
there.
like shattered like the bone, so there's like a little bit
Yeah.
like there, like maybe like a hand's
About to
width.
find out.
You're basically done at the elbow.
Oh,
Okay,
hey,
so
there you
yeah,
go.
I
More
know.
than you thought.
Alright.
Do we need to take care
I
of
actually, you don't want to put it near thing. You want it to be out.
Might be able to
We
do
can
something
work
here.
on-
Might be able to work on something here.
Yeah,
We need to,
stands. We can work on stands.
I know
think
it's
you can get it.
the tourniquet, but do we need to cauterize the
We
They
rest
talk
of-
a lot.
no, it's fixed. It's fine.
It's half a day. We'll be all right.
Cool.
Alright.
So you guys move on.
Yep.
Off we
Okay.
go.
So you gather yourselves after the critically devastating loss of your pal, the robot, that
Nothing
no one
sal-
seems to really care much
Nothing-
about.
nothing
except
salvageable?
him. Do what?
Nothing salvageable. From
From
the
the
mutant
robot?
from
No,
The
he's-
mutant or the robot.
No, they're
Okay.
basically ash and
Want to double check.
scrap.
Won't leave anything behind.
You said
Uh,
boots, but I figure that super mutants have pretty big feet.
Well, they're like
They would
burned
be-
boots. Yeah,
And they're probably also, burned.
Yeah, it's probably
burned
pretty
to
You know what they
shit.
say about super mutants?
So you guys begin your
Rotten.
movement onwards. Okay, let's roll to see if anything happens in the half. So you have 12 hours of travel. Let's see the for 6 hours. Oh, I need to pull up
I
my.
got my luck point back too for not
Nice, yeah.
for
The
no
sun,
mysterious
the sun,
danger.
which was kind of high in the sky, is starting to drip down, and is starting to, in the west, starting to kind of emit this really nice orange glow. It's not quite there, but it's starting to emit this nice orange glow as it gets closer to the lower horizon as you guys proceed. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What would I know about this particular sect we're going back to, this chapter, about their attitude towards him?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's not great.
So
You're gonna have to come up with something.
Yeah.
And I'm hiding my pit bull.
you're gonna need to cover up.
Right.
We're
I
gonna
have makeup.
I don't think
Cover
it's
up.
gonna work for me. I need some.
No.
Or if
Do your
you
makeup.
ain't
It would
too
be really,
fu-
really fun.
If you ain't too battered up, just stay outside.
I
Don't
mean,
come close.
Considering what just happened, I don't think it's a good idea for me to be alone out in the wastelands.
Well, let's get you covered up then.
Yeah. You got any cloth I can wrap up with? I mean, I'm covered up mostly.
I've got some right here.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Come on!
Yeah, I don't have anything really I can wrap. I mean,
What's my helmet look like? What helmet do I have?
Minerva's shawl is kind of covered in blood and bullet holes, but you could use that.
Her
it
shawl?
wouldn't look out of place.
I don't know.
The shawl I used to make a tourniquet?
Aw,
yeah.
damn it. I wasn't paying attention.
Right here.
No.
I've got a metal helmet, but that's only like hat. Yeah.
So
It's like a ball.
Well, I mean, come up with another strategy. I don't know.
I've got these boxing hand wraps that you can use, and we could wrap you up like a mummy.
I think
Perfect.
that's fine.
Get on it.
Okay.
Just as we're walking.
Y'all ever read
Wrapping
the
your-
H.G. Wells novel Invisible Man? Y'all ever read it? I have a costume of him.
Oh gosh.
Oh my god.
I keep mine in the bathroom.
So you guys proceed as he's wrapping himself up, or trying to wrap himself up, as you guys are crossing the waste.
Yep.
You get about another 6 hours through, and the sun is still dipping down below. It's about kissing the horizon. It's about to be night. So let's see what the next 6 hours have held for you as you approach your destination. Oh, wow. Okay. It's flat, sand blasted, just completely sand blasted and salt blasted landscape. There's nothing, no features. It's basically the flatlands before the base of this mountain range. And as you approach, and the sun gets further and further closer to the horizon, further away from the center of the sky begins to darken, the temperature begins to drop, And that's when you see it.
Oh,
5
big map,
super
big
mutants.
map, big map, big.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing a whole scene change? Do you need
Scene change.
I'll leave my
What?
shotgun.
Here, I got you. Hand here.
Yeah, there should.
Scene change.
I'm watching everything. Calm down. I'm working on a film set.
No, I'm just here to add attention.
Yeah.
They can't see it, so they guys go with like my face. Like, oh no.
Who knows if they can see you anyway? Because Chan is in front of the camera.
I know.
Yep, good talk.
One singular shack, and not Shaquille in it. Aww. Goodbye. I always forget which one I am. Power off.
Power off, flame on.
Oh yeah.
Need to find that moment in particular later.
Okay, so you
Sounds
told
got
me
a
to
rocket
hide my
launcher.
Pit Boy, or they would try to take it, right?
Yeah, they like
Yeah.
technology.
So I've hidden that somewhere.
Just got really baggy clothes.
Yeah.
Where was this when I needed it, Henley?
Was there anything else?
As the sun dips down below the horizon and night
Falls.
begins to fall.
Why am I yawning more midday than I do for any stream?
The wind is picking up as the cool air mixes with the warm and creates drafts. And there it is before you. Seems to be a pretty worthless looking metal shack, in front of which are 2 guards dressed entirely in power armor, which I don't have those miniatures because they're expensive.
I would imagine so.
Now, you're just far away
In the power?
to where they won't be able to detect where you are or see you yet, but you can make out, especially if you're wearing the helmet, you can see using your kind of infrared vision that they are standing there as you expected. This is the entrance.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That doesn't look like much. Are you sure?
Yeah, that's the point.
Is it like underground?
Start walking.
This is gonna be cool.
So you've wrapped yourself up.
Yeah.
Okay. So you approach, and as you do, you witness the guards, straighten up.
Yep.
And when you get around,
I'll have my father's I forgot what you called it and write it down, but his journal, his atlas,
his
whatever.
ranging journal.
Thank you. Yep.
Yeah. So you have that in your hand.
Yep.
Okay. Let me just make sure that you have that still and didn't lose it in the fight. You never know. Okay, so you're approaching this sort of rundown shack with these 2 guards in the middle of what seems to be nowhere. Despite that, there are bullet holes that are riddling this little building. And there's a lot of repair work. Various pieces of scrap metal have covered some of the more egregious rotten areas. Rust, and there's barbed wire. It's been defended from, it seems, many, many raids. But yet, it doesn't seem like there's any resources around for you guys. No water, no food, no civilization. It's at the foot of a dead mountain range in a dead desert, just, outside of a few cacti. There's just nothing here. So this is very strange, because remember, your characters have basically no idea where you're going right now. Mm-hmm. You approach, and as you do, using, in the classic kind of garbled microphone and speaker quality of the T60 power armor, you see 2 knights in T60, looks very close to yours, except maybe a little bit cleaner.
Wonder why.
Halt! Stop moving.
Who are you?
Full name reveal. Full name reveal.
Now this is important. I know it's been a while, so
Yeah.
you were shoved out. So
Yeah.
what are you gonna do about this?
What are you gonna say?
I'm here to speak with Paladin Mattis. Have something of his. Think he lost it. hold up the journal.
So they look at your suit, which does have the ranger symbol, and you see you know that's a classic sound. They're swapping to another frequency. You won't be able to hear what they're saying.
Yeah.
Their voice is dry. They're not expert. They're speaking to someone over comms.
I'm Minerva.
Quiet, says the guy on the right.
Toast.
I want you to roll charisma and speech for this sort of deceptive act. You're trying to do you feel like this? What do you think it is? I mean, either way, you're trying to convince them.
No,
of
I'm just
something.
laughing because of his stats. You're fine. Your call is fine. I'm just laughing because of his stats.
Oh,
We do have an action point if you want to spend.
We have a few.
Do we?
Yeah, we have 3 now.
Nice.
People get beating the DC by 1.
Yeah.
Could I convince you into intelligence and speech for saying the right things?
Knowing.
so you're trying to
Knowing
like,
the right
say-
things to say.
Knowing the right things to say.
So
knowing
you're
the
trying
lingo,
to
knowing the
generate.
speech.
So you're trying to get me to tell you what would make this maybe work out for you in your favor.
I mean, that's kind of how this works.
Yeah, I think that's if you want to if you're like, oh crap, my strategy's not working, or you're worried that it's not going to work, I think you can think, try to have a brain blast.
blast.
Okay.
Sure, go for it. I'd say 1.
Difficult.
You know what?
Yeah.
It might be a 0 given this is your world.
And he is wearing the armor.
This is your world, so I'm going to say a 0.
Yeah.
Unless you crit fail and get
You
a
succeed either way.
complication.
You could choose to just auto succeed and
Yeah.
not try to generate any AP.
So this is just for AP generation.
Yes.
Yeah, if
At
it's a
this
ZC
point,
0,
it is.
yeah. Which is a good thing, but
Yeah.
It is a
3
good
out of
thing.
6, so it's up to
I
you.
have 4 total luck. I've used 1, so I could at least use 1 if something goes sour.
Sure.
True.
So I'll use 1 and hopefully generate more than 1.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Good ideas.
7.
7 is a number. Come on.
2, 6, 7.
What?
And the 2
Yeah.
is
Oh,
using
is it a
speech,
tag?
right? It's a
Yeah.
tag skill too. So
So that's
we're maxed
wow.
out now.
We generated
Holy
4 AP from this.
Wow.
Paid off.
Wow, way to go.
So we're at max now, right?
Yeah.
Wait, is this a 7 or the 1? No, it's a 7. I want to make sure.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
good
matter.
check.
Either way, good.
Okay. So with that success, I'll give you.
Yeah.
So you see your strategy of maybe, saying that you're returning lost and found with 3 other random strangers
yeah.
is probably not a good idea. So you come up with an idea that makes perfect sense.
Okay.
It's a risk and still a gamble, but it's the best shot you think you can have. You look an awful lot like your pop. You wonder if many people in the bunker, given your father's kind of tendency to be a ranging style knight who would go out or a paladin specifically, that would go out and do things actively in the field rather than stay at home very often. Part of his problem was the fact that he was never at home. I wonder if people would think that you're him. And that you found some people that maybe know information that the elder might want to know. That could at least get you inside and get them medical attention and give them a reason to pay attention to you. Now, will it get you any further than that? Who knows? Because again, coming in here, you don't even know, why you're coming here, other than your father requested you return home. So your only best bet is to get inside just so you can learn. But again, all this is a gamble.
Yeah.
At the worst, they turn you. At the best, they turn you away. At
Yeah.
the worst, they do some things.
So the goal is shifted to just impersonate Dad.
Keep the mask on and impersonate him makes
Yeah.
the most sense to you with that massive role. Yeah.
Okay. I will. I'll make some kind of like motion gesture, like I'm tapping something, and then just kind of double speak over what I said, and I'll be like, returning Paladin Mattis.
Paladin Mattis. been a while.
It's been a long while. Now, if you'll excuse me, bringing these in with me.
He raises his gun and points it towards you. But then kind of gestures instead. He's not like acting like,
Yeah.
He just kind of raises his gun and is like, who are these?
I'm Henley. Hi.
I'm asking the paladin.
Okay.
Who are these?
What I know of like a terminology or lingo for basically, survival by any means. So maybe I was caught hard up and they gave me a hand. So they at least have some kind of like pseudo semi-sanctuary. They have value.
Yeah. To the Brotherhood, knowledge is power, is value.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you could say something along the lines of, they have some insight that I think that will be perfect to share with the council, something along those lines.
Okay.
They've got some insight, and
So he
that would
asked
be
me-
enough for them
Yeah.
to realize what you're
So they asked me who they are. Stragglers picked up with insight. They have knowledge of value.
I see.
Good at mechanics.
I'm good at bombs.
One moment.
Toast.
Yes. Toast.
So, real quick, what's the plan once we're in there? What are we getting?
You should be silent.
Dang.
But,
Your voice gives it away.
I mean,
We covered your whole
How did you
face.
shut up? How'd you get, just rip off his mask.
We did cover your whole face
no,
because.
I knew that was the goal once we're in.
Can you make your voice sound different?
Kinda.
No, bad. Worse.
What's wrong with his face?
He got burned.
Sun poisoning.
Yeah, by the sun.
Toast. That's where the smell comes from.
Could you hurry this up? This one's going to bleed out on us.
They look at each other.
I can't lose another friend
That's
today.
The door opens.
Well,
You see the game last night? They're just talking.
You three, let's go.
Yeah, they almost killed each other in that ring. I swear, they really don't know what they're doing. Those refs, they almost got
Head
themselves
inside.
killed.
Yep, we're going inside.
Good old blood ball.
That last fight was a real sleeper, though. My God.
Mathis. What?
Shut.
So you guys enter.
Yeah.
You
How
all
would-
successfully enter
Yep.
into. Okay.
Once the door.
Once we're past
Once the
them.
door's shut. What?
They were talking about a game where people almost died. What's up with that?
We're about to go into the literal lion's den, and you give a fuck about a game?
Is it? What, no, if people are dying in a game, I don't feel like it's a very good game, and I don't want to.
So you guys are descending a set of stairs right now.
I'm just checking. Is there like some weird fucked up shit happening here?
There always is.
You guys get to the base of the stairs and you see what seems to be like a lift. This lift is unlike anything you've seen in a Vault Tech facility. It's very unique. It feels military. I mean, it's just very, it just screams military. And as you approach, there is another guard, again, a paladin or a knight, standing in a full T60B power armor suit. Wait. He presses some buttons. Mathis.
Thought you were dead.
Guess you thought wrong.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Won't be your last.
Go on. You'll be led where you're supposed to go when you get down. You know the drill.
Don't know. I was dead.
Down goes the lift. And as you
No
get
one's around us right now?
No, you guys are just in a lift.
What do we do?
Listen, all of y'all. Shut up.
Yeah.
Do as I say.
Yeah.
We'll get all of your medical treatment. Get what we need.
I'm like okay
And
though.
we're going to get out of here as quick as possible.
I'm like good though.
Well, yeah, you're good.
No. Yeah. Good. Not talking. Very good. Good job.
where's the other part of my gun?
Don't let anybody examine you. You just stick with me.
I don't know.
He just makes a bunch of like hand signals, faking sign language at this point. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Great.
You
Uh-huh.
stick with her.
Okay.
Make sure she gets treated.
Yes.
I'll send as soon as I'm hopefully able to.
Send?
Send for y'all.
Oh, okay.
Get y'all. Pick y'all up.
Cool.
Full send.
Full send.
No. Calm down.
Let's go.
Just holds up one of the baseball grenades for a second.
No. I'm gonna take it.
Oh, a gumdrop.
So
No!
the word is.
Just turn into Frankenstein now.
Oh my god.
So they do believe he's dead, but
Okay.
could work an advantage.
But they also believed that he wasn't dead.
Wasn't dead. No,
'Cause
well, you know, not exactly
like, whoa.
one-to-one communication around
You're
here.
not dead.
You guys are going deep.
I
Going
think
along.
my ears popped. Does that happen when you go down?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just chew on your tongue.
And up.
What? What? Oh.
The lift reaches the bottom, and you enter into a vacant room outside of one. You enter into a vacant room.
Sorry.
The room is lined with a lot of these sort of bulwark doors you might see in a submarine. There's a dim light glowing in the center. It feels almost like kind of a foyer or like an entrance space. There's nothing there but benches and these doors and a light. But standing in the center, it's very quiet, very echoey, is a scribe. Completely bald. What?
Is this anything like a vault?
No,
No.
nothing like a vault.
Interesting. I
Looks
think
and feels
I'm,
nothing like a vault.
So confused.
A scribe, completely bald, which is sort of their thing. Most of them are. She stands in the middle of the room and greets you all and says, "Well, hello. It has been some time, Magus."
That it has. I've got one for medical with an escort, and then one that stays with me.
And that's who. I see. What happened to him?
Well, you ever see someone fry in the sun?
Sure. If I go outside, I probably would see it, but I see them come back all the time with sun poisoning.
That's why he's wrapped up.
Then shouldn't he receive medical attention? No need. I'll call for it.
No, I have questions for him.
For him.
He's got insight that we're going to go to council with, post haste.
I see. Well, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to take off your mask, Mattis. We've had some problems with impersonators. I'm sure you understand.
No, I don't. Scribe speaking to a paladin like that?
Take off your mask, Mattis.
I thought your suit was so damaged that like it wasn't coming off properly. I don't.
Haste post.
Right. Exactly.
Well, he has no training in this, so it's...
No.
She's trying to
I'm
deceive.
lying.
Oh, you're saying this out loud.
I'm saying this out loud.
Yep.
Oh, that's okay. We can call him technician.
Oh, I'm actually a mechanic. So I can work on the suit. I just need to get her to medical first. She's really important.
So you guys are trying to deceive
Yeah.
and prevent the mask from coming off.
Toodaloo.
Okay.
I don't go anywhere.
Okay. This, I think, will be one person can deceive. It's charisma plus speech.
And then,
Excuse me.
do we have an assist chain? Or whatever they call it? Aid?
I do assist. I don't want to be the main person. Not my strong suit.
Then
Who's
y'all
got the
can
best
speak very
charisma?
low.
Because I've got a 5.
I have a 4, so.
My target number is 6.
But it's-
Can't multiple people
I think
do
it's.
I don't know.
I think
Can't
it's
we
like.
chain it? I'm pretty sure we can chain it.
Hang on.
Chain it.
Are you making the big roll?
Chain
I'll
it.
make the big roll.
Great. I will assist.
Yeah. I was like, because if we can't, like, I think...
Is it
I
8
think
or assist?
I don't know what it's called. I think
Assist. Okay, you assist another creature with their next test. When another creature you're assisting takes their turn or attempts their task, you provide assistance. It doesn't have a limit. necessarily. So can
I mean,
everyone?
I think you all get a chance to do it. Yeah.
Well, assist though, not just singular. Nah, it's fine. Never mind.
What is my target
I'm hoping that
difficulty?
it is helped by the fact that your
Ooh,
suit
this
is
one's gonna be tough.
badly damaged.
You know. I think this
My
one's gonna be
suit
pretty
is
hard.
The power
physically-
armor is badly, visibly damaged. In like
'Cause it's been
center
blown up
mass from
twice.
the campfire explosion.
I think ultimately
Campfire.
it's going to come down to whether or not you convince the scribe to not bring in a technician to do it
another
immediately,
different
because
mechanic.
security is pretty tight.
Pretty tight.
I'm gonna say if all of you guys are trying to assist, I don't know how you can though.
You might not.
Yeah, no, I guess I can't. That's fair.
But
I'm just here.
you two might be able to. I feel like this one's gonna be really hard. Let's
That's
go.
fine.
Let's
That's
go
fine.
3.
Let's go 3.
3, and then
This was gonna be hard. I mean,
Do
this is
spend some action points.
This is
Yeah.
a place that is literally the
Wanna
most
spend more
paranoid location in
Yeah.
the entirety of
What?
this map. So
Take another die.
Take another one?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what happened.
spend 3 action points and get another die.
You should use that one. I'll use this one.
You said success is 3.
3 successes, yeah.
And reason and charisma speech.
yes.
So here is the issue. I'm going to use my 3rd luck point because we have
Well-
a 1.
Nice.
Lux!
We have nope.
Don't
Nope.
because you have people assisting you, so you already have 2 successes.
I have a complication.
Oh, sure.
It needs to go away.
You're super right. But I'm assisting you, and I also crit. So
So that is 2 successes.
3, because one's a crit.
Oh, 3 because 1 is a crit. So I did do it by myself.
and
but
I also crit.
So 2
that's
more.
another 2.
So bam bam.
2 more
Well,
action
you-
points.
You guys are best at
I did not
maps.
succeed, so we only had 1 above the DC.
No, but I crit.
Oh, you crit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got mine for the crit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so what are you saying to her?
I've already started to work on it, so really it'll be a quick job for me if I can get back to it right where I left off. But like to pass off what I've already done and what I think needs to be done to someone else, it would just be such a mess, so complicated. Truly. Yeah, she really needs help. I really need to stay with her. I can't lose another person today. It's okay. It's
And-
okay.
The scribe reaches up and kind of punches the center torso of your suit. That's Mattis, all right.
Brick wall.
Brick wall, really not much to say. Same old, same old.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
when you flunked out of scribe school? I remember.
Well,
All right, get on. Go down the hall to the left.
Thank you so much.
Come on, get
Wait. And she snaps, and 2 paladins come out and basically lead you guys down this hall. And you know where you're heading is towards the medical center. So you're walking down the hall, you're treading behind. I want you to make let's say, an endurance pilot check for me to see if you stumble or mess up while trying to navigate in this, like, would indicate that you don't actually know what's going on with the suit.
difficulty.
Difficulty is going to be, I think, a 1 on this one.
How's your pilot skill?
I don't have any.
But your endurance is good.
My endurance is 8.
Actually better. So then,
Yeah.
yeah. Use
Use
yeah.
one.
Yeah,
Use one.
I'd say use at least 1.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Let's see it.
You'll be fine.
So we have 2 successes
Uh-huh.
and a complication.
How many nat 20s are we going to freaking roll? Are you
But
kidding me?
One success. Excuse me. I have a critical success.
Okay.
Regular success. Complication.
So can that like cancel out? Or?
Um.
I mean, I don't think it can, but like, you know.
If he stumbles, I instantly am like turning my attention to the suit and being like addressing some sort of technical shit of like,
Okay.
shit, that this is out of that and blah.
This is out of the
I
that.
don't know it, but I do have a 4.
The
and
gasket's
it's
not
repair is a
connected
tag
to the
skill,
thingy
so
wappet.
I do know mechanical something or other. It's the only intelligence I have.
So as you're walking, you're starting to hit a rhythm. Like your body is like fighting against the movement, the hydraulics. There's a synergy that's not quite there, but you're managing to step forward and put one foot in front of the other. Unfortunately, though, you do manage to effectively step on a part of the floor that's rather weak. And as you step through it, it falls, like rusts through and falls through with your foot. And as you lunge forward, you smack your head against one of these many low-lying pipes that crisscross, and your helmet pops right off. And so, when you do, everybody comes and turns and looks at you. You all right, Mattis?
Throw the halberd on immediately. Like, try to turn away.
Well, it's rolled. So one of the paladins grabs it and walks over and goes, "Dang, you looking good."
Throw it back.
What's your secret?
Oh, I have this skin cream and I make it myself.
Quiet! These outsiders talk. That's all they do. Have you noticed that
wild.
every time we've got to make a caravan run of the hub, it's just everyone wants to talk to you nowadays. I remember the good old days where you just shoot on sight, don't you, Mattis?
Isn't he talking?
It was nice.
Nice puts it lightly. You know, there was this one time, and you guys continue walking. As the second paladin that's guarding you guys is kind of making a comm call to get the forward players. It's not a very uncommon thing. This is a very old base. As you guys make your way across, you find yourself at the medical station. You're brought in to see medical, and the scribe, who's also kind of following, gestures that this individual here might need some medical attention as well for sun poisoning.
Oh, we've already done that, though. That's what the wraps are.
Oh.
We already took care of it. He's just, like, healing.
And what did you do? Smear your own feces on the wraps?
No, I speared some healing stuff.
Do you urinate on it? Do you think that's going to cure the poison?
I know what to fucking do to
These
help
wasters,
people.
I tell you.
They are definitely.
They have the most ridiculous medical practices.
It's wild, ain't it? Now, you're not wrong. He should be seen, but I have got to get some insight and knowledge out of him first.
The council's been made aware that you're back. Trust me, they want to see you too. But they're in session. It will take a couple of hours before you're able to speak to them.
Right.
That's okay. We have your old quarters prepared. If you all would like to sit and wait, we could take care of that.
Hey,
God.
my gun's too short now. I'm just like,
Grab it, like.
She got hit in the head really hard.
Take
That's
it.
okay. We will see him as well. Go on. Go on. Don't be shy. It's free. Trust me. These people all think in caps. Go on.
I've got my thinking cap on.
So they are pushing you into the medical.
I'm just looking at him, just like, because I can't say anything.
I'll grab him by the arm.
His arm falls off. No, I'm just
That's mine.
That one paladin's still with us, right? That asked for simpler times.
Yeah.
As we all know, simpler times make for simpler questions. I may need to use some simpler methods on this man before he's seen.
I'm just like wide-eyed, trying to play it up like,
You lucky bastard. He says as he talks to you, and he's like, I remember back when I was on interrogation, dude.
And
when
I'll
I was
just,
younger."
like, wrench him.
Okay, so you guys managed to make your way down while you're getting healed. We'll start with you. You get dragged into this medical facility.
get drugged.
I'm doing everything I
Dragged
can to
into
stay
this
by her
medical
side.
facility. You are taken with him.
Great.
Yeah. You're sat down. Hello, what's your name? A couple of nurses gather around as they're like,
Hi.
kind of cutting into your shirt to take off the shirt and like,
I've traveled a long way to be here with you all.
and they're undressing you and like, oh yeah, okay.
I
And what's
was
your name?
Married to Mr. Ramos. I'm Mrs. Ramos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yes. What's
yeah.
your name?
Yep.
Prep for surgery.
Power on.
And as you guys are walking down the hall, you hear a Ripper Doc go. And you're, blood and guts. You can even see some blood flying out as the operating door is closed. One of the You know, the operator like looks back and forth and closes the door. So you guys walk down the hallway and are led to what isn't your room, but an old station room that's like for, you know, paladins that are, you know, maybe don't have, you know, a room to stay in. It's very obvious this room has been cleaned out. You do recognize it as your dad's quarters, but it's been cleared. I mean, this isn't a surprise to you because for the most part, people die and people are born and need to be, yeah. There's not a lot of space down here,
but it's been cleared out.
It's clear. It's currently just basically empty. There's nothing left. It's very kind of hollow. But you know, your opinion on the subject's up to you. It's just this kind of vacant, vapid space. You guys are all set down, and the paladin that spoke of simpler times says,
The council will call for you shortly.
and they exit the room and close the door.
Before he goes, I'll just like grab him by the shoulder.
Look out, man!
Oh,
Just kidding.
Lost my dagger. Do you have a tool I could use to ask questions with?
What, you're gonna do it in here?
Why not?
My wife just cleaned this place.
Then why would I? Thank you.
No, seriously, if you make a mess in here, I'll beat your ass. Okay. So he walks out.
I close the door and immediately lock it.
Okay.
I'm just looking around
Just-
like Beaker.
It's like Hank.
Get me out of this thing. You've been baking in this suit. It's claustrophobic. It's hot. You're not used to it, and you're, you know, smothered in this
No.
wrapping for the past 30 minutes.
Player isn't super familiar with Fallout World. Would there be security cameras in here? Do they exist?
In a private room?
I never know.
I mean, yeah.
Most
that's
likely
fair.
not.
Okay.
I think.
I want to throw up.
Is there paper visible? There's like on a desk maybe?
It's just like an empty bed spring and like the desks. It's just like an empty hotel room almost.
Right. We got about 2-3 hours to figure out a really good lie real fast.
It's
before we get out
just
of here.
us two, bro.
I thought you were brought with me.
Nope. Never there.
Oh. I misunderstood what you said earlier. All right. We got about 2-3 hours to figure out a really good lie.
Can I talk?
Down the hall, you hear a oh,
My other
how is she awake?
Can I talk?
more morphine.
I smell toast!
Sorry about the
Oh my
urge.
god, there's some toast in her nose, guys.
You're somehow in the
No
operating
wonder.
room?
I am.
Scrub it.
Okay.
I would. I have.
So, am I just fucking useless here at this point? Because I'm pretty damn useless. If I can't talk, I can't blow shit up.
I understand that, but the thing is, you talk, they're going to ask questions, and they will put your head on a pike in half a second.
Yeah, I don't want that.
I don't either.
Yeah, thank you. That
Now,
actually
what we
helps.
could do is a pretty good angle, because they do like knowledge, they do like insight, they like power and technology. If we let them know the gods at the hub are running a horrific scam on the people, and all the things we saw and did, if we gave them that insight and told them I was going to go back to lead the charge, that might get us in and out pretty quick.
Or would they send people with you?
Probably. That's
Yeah,
bad.
maybe we don't.
Don't want that.
Maybe we just we tell them about it, and they can take care of it,
And we get the fuck out.
and we get the fuck out.
I like that. I gotta figure out a reason to expedite so quickly, though. I mean, my father was a man that did not come home much. They wouldn't question too much, but I'd like to have something in mind just in case.
Well, if he didn't come home that often, then why would they question if he's gonna leave as soon as he comes?
That's a good point.
I mean, but also, you really don't like this place, right?
No.
She's flatlining. Get the paddles. No, she's back. What? What?
How much of a bad idea is it if I blew up a little bit once we left?
We'd have to be way gone because those doors will lock down fast.
I can try and hide a mine somewhere. I
I'd
got.
rather
Oh shit!
Listen, Saul, it's about time you learn some things.
I'm listening.
I didn't leave this chapter. I was removed. because my ideas were a little too radical for their red tape.
Wait, on which direction? Too...
They took too long to act. And they didn't care if you had nothing to give or pay them. They didn't care to come help you. You wouldn't put as quite high on the go help list as someone who didn't need as much help but had power and technology to be confiscated.
So you're on the more empathetic side, just at least a little.
I'm on the get it done side.
So you don't. Okay.
Have you ever seen Larry the Cable Guy? Get her done.
I'm on the side that doesn't shoot your kind on sight.
That's what I was.
The more thing I care about is it shouldn't matter if someone has technology or power. If they need help, then they need help.
Good. I was a little worried there for
But
a
they
second,
take-
but we're good.
It is probably worrying when someone says that the chapter here is not radical enough.
Yeah.
And yes, while that is true how I feel, it's not the fact that I just want to take my shotgun to a ghoul's head just because they're a ghoul. I don't really care what they do. Do you harm others?
Oh my God, she's mutated!
Now, we'll tell you also what knowledge we could use is we could, if they need more, we could just tell them about the behavior I've seen of the super mutants, because I doubt there's very much written down on them. I would know that, right? There's not much study of super mutants.
Well, it's far more complex than that.
Yeah.
But the short answer is yes.
Gotcha.
There's not a lot.
So that's going to be my game plan, is let them know while I was out. The reason they thought I was dead was because I ran across the hub, survived an encounter because I uncovered some things,
Saw a death claw.
saw some things.
Yeah.
Now this sun poison story ain't going to last much longer. They're going to want to help you eventually.
Yeah. What if we just said it was sun poisoning plus some fire, and it's just permanent, and like it sealed my mouth shut?
I could take that.
Yeah, we can do that. It hurts just the air. So that salve that Henley mentioned is just always on my face.
Total body burn.
Total body burn.
I can do that.
Maybe I also can't hear anything. That's why maybe I don't respond to people.
Yeah, but you are good at making things go boom, so that's handy. But no, I would rather not do that here because those that survive will come find.
That's fair.
I have nothing against them with their lives, just their practices.
Right. Okay. Let's get off my... Oh, shit, I don't have a nose.
I don't think you have the skin to give, brother.
No. I don't have a nose.
Right, well then. So that's a good story. I like that.
Alright. So,
Now, just so a player fully understands the character's mindset, would that be sufficient knowledge and information they would take of value?
I think it's a sore subject for you because a lot of your own resistance to why this place sucks is that
They don't take action.
this is the super mutant threat. It's kind of the crux and the division point in the bunker right now. It's causing a lot of problems because a lot of paladins believe that they should be doing something more, but a lot of the paladins believe they shouldn't, and that it's an over, like wasteland fairy tales and a waste of resources going up north to investigate. I didn't know what that was hanging off it. It was freaking me out.
No, it was
I
part of
understand
the
it's
cookie.
a piece of the yeah. So it's gonna be, but you might be able to justifiably say the fact you have actual evidence perhaps might assist you in this regard. So it's the best thing that you can think of at the moment.
Okay. That's what I'll go with then.
really all I did is just do the mouth, so it's...
Like they're trying to open the door. It's,
Yeah. Hey.
You guys in there? Say you Manus.
That's me.
Follow me. Come on, quickly. And then you don't even see this person. They're already moving down the
Have
hall.
him move us. I'll move him with me.
So as you guys exit, you see in a wheelchair. Oh.
Hello.
in the right arm, the left arm slot, where the left arm slot of the body is what seems to be a kind of mechanical arm.
Yo! No! Let's go.
Do a 360.
And you can see that it's Minerva's flesh kind of like goes into it, which is kind of gross. And you can see like in the back, they're like wheeling out. There's like a giant like deformed tentacle that they might have grown as a result of them trying to fuse it. As they're like wheeling it out for incineration, like come on, let's go, And Minerva's like, oh Lord,
I feel so powerful.
It's like we have part of the robot with us now.
Can't be prejudiced if you're part of it now.
Toaster. I'm gonna call your arm Toaster. That's gonna make me feel better.
They're toast.
And then down the hall you hear a, "You did what?" And this lead doctor walks down and sees your arm and is like, "Give it back."
No.
Hello.
Give that to my project. Give it back.
And now you have a subject to test it on.
Stop! What are you doing, Doctor? And he goes, "This was my experiment. You stole my glory from me while I was out to lunch." And he's like, "Give it back."
What did you have for lunch?
I'm gonna get up in this doctor's face and just be buff as she is, and just be like, "It's ours now."
I'm just gonna be buff.
Flexing,
The nerve.
crossing the arms.
And he starts to run away
I
because
like
you've
him.
stolen his poor experiment. So this individual, it's like what isn't present during this altercation. But as you look down the hall, because it's kind of like an L-shaped hallway, as you look down the hall away from where the medical facility was, you see that they're kind of around the corner gesturing for you guys to continue. Okay, so do you follow?
Yeah.
Okay. As you're going down the halls, you see there's some
come
sort
back.
of
You have to
control.
push me.
There's some sort of control.
Saul will be the one to push her. Just
Perfect.
There's some form
the
of
silent helper.
controller on this person's arm, and these little like tiny security cameras are going dark every time they like press a button. And so they're leading you through the hallways deep into the facility, this bunker. As you pass through, there's rooms that are filled with these massive servers and people asleep. It's apparently nighttime and now, so most people go to sleep when it's turns night. So they're asleep to keep what? Do what?
He just what? Night?
No, like as soon as it gets dark.
I've never heard of sleeping.
As soon as it gets dark, they've passed out. And as you proceed through, you kind of get an insinuation as to where you're heading, but you're not entirely sure. Maybe you're being led to the council. Who knows? But you're going towards the judiciary section of the bunker. And then very, very quickly, just as soon as you guys have begun bending through this bunker, you stop as this individual gestures for you to enter in this side room. It looks like a janitor's closet almost.
Are they wearing power armor? Or are they just...
No, they're in scribe armor.
I'll
Or
head
scribe
inside. I'll
outfit. It's
head
like a
in.
robe, like a monk robe, but it's red with some rope.
And it's been some time since I've been here. They don't look familiar.
No, they've got their hood drawn, so that's
Okay.
why I haven't described them.
I'll
Yep.
head inside.
Okay.
I won't say anything, but I'll gesture to them.
Sure.
Wheeling Minerva in.
Not so fast.
Okay. So as you enter in, there is a man, an elderly man, sitting in some robes at the opposite end of the room. The door closes. There's like a singular light. The room itself, it is basically sort of a janitorial closet, but there's a desk, and behind the desk is sitting the man. And there's a few seats. There's exactly 4 seats splayed around. The walls are covered in these shelves that have a bunch of scrap. It seems like it's a utilitarian closet, like a place you go for scraps and spare parts and things to repair other devices within the confines of the bunker. And he's sitting there, and he looks up and smiles, and he goes, "Well, hey there. It's the Elder. It's Elder Maxon. He's the High Elder, like the guy.
Yeah.
Cool. He's Guy. He's the guy.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he was one sitting on the bench when I was removed.
No, that's the council.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So the dichotomy and the sort of political position of this place is quite bizarre. You would think someone that's the High Elder is the one that makes all the decisions. That's just not that. At one point was how it functioned, but it doesn't work that way anymore.
Essentially now it's like
judiciary. Do what?
It's like a figurehead now.
It's difficult to
Fair.
like
Yeah.
even without going into lore. It's also irrelevant right now. But for lack of better terminology, effectively, yeah.
Think like Queen of England and Parliament.
So he's sitting there. He's the grandson of the founder. So you know this. He's like the direct lineage. He's old now, and he doesn't have a kid.
Yeah.
I think he might actually have a kid. I'm not actually sure. I have to check the lore. It's irrelevant.
Okay.
But you know that he is still in charge. It seems he's still kicking.
You said Maxon.
Yeah, Mac's son. Yeah, son of Mac.
Son.
Maxon.
Okay.
Yeah, John Maxon.
I stand up and walk over and sit down in one of the chairs.
Oh, I was gonna move that for you so you could stay sitting in your chair.
I'm okay.
I'm still holding the wheelchair.
Get rid of that.
How are y'all doing?
We don't need that.
Hi, Elder Maxon. It is good to see you.
Well, it's great to see you too, Mattis. Or should I say, Guy?
How have you been?
I've been swell. Thanks for asking. This man has some great manners. That was sarcasm, by the way. Yeah, why don't you go ahead and take that off? Yep, spitting image of your father. I remember when he was made paladin. He wasn't very happy, but he never really was he?
Couldn't tell you.
Such is the way around here. You know, the men have to go and provide. It's the way of the world. Harsh world out there.
That is correct.
Do you resent us for making him a paladin? I've always wondered. A lot of the kids around here do. Until they themselves become paladins and lead their kids.
If one is to believe the reports and stories, he did some good works. I guess at the end, what's one child?
He was a good soldier. Yes.
Was.
How's your mom?
Haven't seen her yet.
Well, they went out on the same mission, so I imagine you wouldn't. And given you're wearing his armor, where'd you find it?
And I'll just tell him.
The West, you say? Well, that can't be true.
That's where
Are
it
you
was.
sure?
Absolutely.
That way.
Picked up in an encampment of super mutants.
Super mutants.
Yes, High Elder.
He looks very troubled, and then kind of looks up and smiles again and said, "Who's your friends? You having friends? That surprises me, guy."
It is quite certainly an area of survival. These individuals picked up along the way, but if you have time for a tale, we have a story to tell.
Stories. Stories are everything, quite powerful, able to bend the wills of people, inspire them, scare them. But I think we'll tell that story a little later. For now, I gotta say, your kind, meaning the Mattises, have always been risk takers, but bringing a ghoul in here, I've gotta say, that is one big risk.
Where?
You ain't wrong, but after what we experienced out there, we made a choice.
Oh, come on, kid, unwrap yourself. I'm not gonna bite.
It's
Will
fine.
you, though?
It's fine.
Some say you are zombie kind, eat brains and such. Though I know that is not true.
That's a person.
Not quite.
What is a person anymore? We're all animals in the wastes, friend.
I will say, I have not seen anybody with quite the talent for
Not
electronics and explosives as this one here.
Wraps back.
Explosives.
He's quite talented with them.
So you like to blow things up, huh? Yeah. So do I. Or I used to in my youth. Kind of a troublemaker, if I'm to be honest.
Just
blew up a
reaches up-
server room once.
He'll just reach
Those
into the
stories-
cooler and just like he pulls
Don't
out.
worry, those stories still linger around, High Elder.
I'm sure they do.
He pulls out one of the
You know
plasma
it's treason
grenades.
to talk about them.
I found one of these.
Oh, okay. Well, now that we're in a confined area, maybe you should.
I'm not gonna blow myself up. Not again.
So, we've got an armless old lady that's well past her prime, and I say that from experience. A Vault-Tec girl, 13, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. A ghoul, and an excommunicated Brotherhood initiate, all here in my office. Interesting.
What a bunch of a-holes.
What am I to do with you? You know, if I was friends with the council members, I would ship you off for judicial action. That should be fun. You remember, I'm sure.
quite recall the conversation very well, High Elder.
I'm sure you do. Do you regret getting excommunicated? No, High Elder. Yeah, well, I expected as much. At your age, I often thought maybe I'd be better off fending for myself, but with my name, there was no choice.
I've certainly seen some things.
Haven't we all? One way or the other. Unless you're lucky enough to stay in the bunker, but I need the sun, to be frank with you. I'd lose my mind down here.
I totally get you. No, it's nice. I need this one.
What's your name?
Henley.
Like a hen? Bok bok? You a chicken,
Yeah,
Henley?
it's like Henley. Henley.
Like the chicken? Do you even know what a chicken is?
I know what a chicken is. I'm not a dumbass.
What's a chicken?
It's a little bird animal.
Actually, I think you would only know it in its canned form. I don't think you'd know it was like.
Would she know it by? She would
It's
just know like
food.
the
You make, like,
picture,
chicken sandwiches
the
and
picture
stuff.
one on the can, right? The
Right.
picture of the chicken.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How old are you, boy?
I lost track.
You from Vault 12?
Yeah.
Shoot, you would.
Nah.
How was that? Was that fun?
No. I got out of that shithole.
And you? Vault
Hello.
15, Shady Sands.
Shady Sands, never in the vault though, myself, but
Well, all your ancestors come
My
from
parents.
Vault 15.
what?
Have a look. Your ancestors from Shady Sands come from Vault 15. Do you
Yes.
not know your own history?
Yes. That's
How
what
long-
I just said. My parents.
How long's it been
How
since
high
you...
is he? I want to leave.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
I think you're the high one right now.
It's got a
They give
point.
you the good shit. I was kind of jealous.
I'm higher than a kite right now.
How many fingers?
How long has it been since you've been back home, lady?
I don't have a home anymore.
She's not all there, is she?
No, especially
Not
she,
it.
she lost an arm.
People like this are a liability out there. I'm surprised you picked her up.
Well, people like this helped us take down quite a few super mutants.
You should see her shoot.
Yeah.
I
She
guess I
is
never will.
Quite
I
talented.
mean,
She'll figure it out with the
the new arm.
Is that Dr. John's
new
work?
arm.
Allegedly.
Oh, no. Ugh. Listen, I'm sure your tale is fanciful and full of interesting points and all sorts of stuff, but at the end of the day, as soon as the council knows you're here, you're done for, okay? The fact of the matter is, we don't really believe in hereditary policy with power armor, so the fact you're wearing that as an excommunicated initiate means you're gonna get executed, you understand?
I understand.
And with a ghoul stinking up this place, no offense, they're gonna have a heyday.
Would it be possible to somehow get out of here unseen and leave this armor where it should be?
You're leaving it.
It's not mine, and I'll never be able to wear it.
You're
Let's
wearing
just
it right
say
now.
I could maintain it here if you'd like. Perhaps one day you could learn from someone how to wear it, in which case it's yours if you ever come back. As a favor.
What would you like, High Elder Maxim?
I could use an engineer, an explosives expert, and you to do a little something for me. What do you know about the super mutants?
We have seen some interesting behavior and been hunted down by them, but again, besides the loss of a left arm,
And a robot.
and, oh, Mr. Handy, that's right.
Slave name.
It was okay for him to make that joke.
We did lose.
This is
Robot.
We did lose a robot too.
He prefers
But-
robot.
In
There-
general, we've seen a lot of things. We
They're hunting
could handle it.
caravans. They're moving together. And they poop.
Yeah. We think.
Wow.
We're pretty sure. We didn't see it.
That's
but
quite
we're
insightful.
Pretty sure.
That changes everything.
Yeah.
What do you need us to do?
Well, as you said, there have been pretty disturbing reports.
Correct.
We're missing caravans to the north, as you know. They've been mobilizing. I guarantee they're amassing an army. They're gonna do something soon if we don't take action. And we're the only militarized force in the entirety of the wasteland that isn't out to kill a bunch of innocents and take their stuff, as I'm sure you're aware. And even more concerning, in the east, we've heard tales of ghouls rising and doing strange things.
Is that where we
troubling
were?
times.
Is that where we were about to
Yeah.
be turned into them?
Yeah.
Yeah, on the east.
I'll slide that in real quick in the conversation.
Interesting. So you're saying they're picking up people in the hub?
A hub guarded by corrupt guards. Yes.
We still got paid though.
Do you remember a name, perchance?
Bitch.
Anyone that might be linked to who is controlling these guards in the hub?
Ralphie?
Butch.
That loser?
Butch?
Butch was another one.
Butch is the one who
Auntie,
lived.
but
The
his
brother-
head
Ralphie's
exploded.
dead.
Butch is-
Ralphie's also
Ralphie's
dead.
Auntie's dead.
Auntie's dead. Butch
Butch
is
is
still
the one who's
alive.
still alive.
And made a deal with the guards.
The guards.
They were talking.
The enforcement.
You
there.
remember they name dropped.
Yeah.
Do you remember the name?
It was some kind of
John?
no. There was some kind of group.
No, we killed Kyle.
There was a group name that was dropped. It was some water something.
The water caravan?
No,
Water-
that's
no,
the
no,
people
no,
we
no.
traveled with out here.
Shit.
I
Who
was
was
like,
it?
I don't think that.
That was literally like
I mean,
session
there's
1. No, session 2.
Underground. But I don't want my head to explode.
You wrote down everything, so I would hope that you have it. Was that session 1?
I'm reading through my notes.
That's
Session 2. It was session
I
2.
know we were hired by
Big
Fargo,
John?
who refused to
No,
bend
we
the
killed
knee.
Big John.
He said it was session 2 that was dropped.
The underground.
I have shopping explanation written down here. Does that?
It'd be around here.
Underground gets super killed. Oops,
And
the
later,
guards.
after the
Oops.
fight.
Yeah, I don't have a name.
What the hell? Go to prison, oopsies.
An individual
Along with
or
Doodles.
group?
All we have is the underground. That's all we have.
I mean, I'm just sitting here waiting for like what your character.
I did. I whispered it
Oh, okay.
loudly, but then I said, I don't want my head
Well,
to
he
explode.
heard it.
There we go. Boom.
The underground.
Boom, done.
Originally
Interesting.
contracted by a place called Fargo, who refused to bend the knee to this underground entity. But the two brothers that ran it were, the larger one was taken out instantly. The smaller one, bit of a bitch, and bent the knee.
Interesting. This is concerning for a number of reasons. I'm gonna tell you something that can't leave this room. Nobody knows about this.
I don't think many things of spoken value are leaving this room, High Elder.
Your father and mother were sent on task personally by me out east to determine the cause for these missing groups. It all started, of course, when we lost a paladin squad out east, just maintaining the caravan lanes, moving hubs. But unfortunately, they've gone dark. And the fact you have your father's armor tells me all I think I need to know.
Now, the caravan of super mutants we reclaimed this from just had this set.
The fact of the matter is I sent them east, not west, through the Underground Railroad. So the fact that you have this armor and you found it in the west is disconcerting.
Got it.
With super mutants. To be honest, a lot of trading hubs are getting tackled right now by a lot of unknown forces. The council would have you believe that it's just your standard groups raiding and taking, but I believe it's the mutants. Both of them. The ghouls and the supers working together. That's my theory. Of course, they won't listen to an old codger like me. They do what they want to prevent starting a war and expending resources, but I believe I'm right. And your father's disappearance is proof of that. I don't think it was accidental you found his armor. I think it was kismet, like you were meant to. And that tells me all I need to know. So here's what I'm gonna ask. Finish what your father started. Find out and report back to me. What is happening with these groups? Not how they're doing it, but who they are. Where are they based? Who's their leader? Why are they doing what they're doing? Are they in league with the super mutants? Problem is, I can't support you beyond that. You
And
understand what I'm
the
saying?
problem is, how do I get back in here?
I have my ways. You gotta trust me, boy. I'm High Elder.
Should I leave this here?
You're welcome to. That's your decision. Beep, beep, beep. The council knows you're here. Seems our time is running short. If you have any questions, you better answer them. I can answer them now, but you better ask them soon, or you're gonna be screwed. That's all I'm gonna say. But you're welcome to leave that here with me if you don't want to tug it.
I just am planning things in my head as a player, so I need to ask you, as our overseer, what is the effort that would be required to learn to use this, or would it make more sense to leave it?
You have to find someone to teach you. So there's a chance you might find some wayward paladin out there to teach you how to wear power armor. But, I mean, there's no guarantee you will. You have to be taught, and it takes time.
Yeah. And what's my current penalties to use my combat shotgun in this?
I forgot what I said. It's been so long.
You didn't say anything yet.
Yeah.
You just said that there would be.
Yeah.
We
It
didn't
just
determine
mean, like,
anything.
I think you would
increasing the
increase difficulty by at least 1 point, given you can't see, which is pretty bad, honestly.
That is pretty bad, but I have a pretty high amount in my arm, in my saw.
And also,
Pretty good.
like I also mentioned, like movement's reduced. So like
Yeah.
a minor action, you'd have to do a major to move one zone. You wouldn't be able to
While
minor
inside
action
of it.
one zone.
It's either that
Right.
or a major action to get out of it every combat.
Right.
If you want my advice, I'd say let it go. So
This is not my father's path. It's mine. And he'll step out of it.
okay. So you remove the armor.
I will take, if possible.
The
what is
raging
the
journal.
The journal and
The
the
atlas.
fused on, like I guess like a little like shield or badge or something that shows like the
Yeah.
family, the name.
Yeah.
I'll jimmy that off.
Okay. I didn't take you Mattises as a sentimental group, but
Well,
so be it.
you know how it goes.
That's my guy.
So what do you say?
All we need to know is how to get back in here once we succeed. That's my last question. Any of y'all?
Can you clarify the plan for me later? Because I kind
Yes,
of zoned out.
absolutely.
Okay, great. Then I don't have any questions.
Well, I understand why he's doing it. But why are you three?
Survival.
What else?
Well,
is
if
there
you
to
want
do?
survival, all you gotta do is go back to some civilized land and hunker down.
Well, apparently that doesn't work at the hub, at least.
Boring as hell. Yeah, I know.
Hi, Elder. You and I both know there's a difference between survival and finding a purpose.
My purpose is blowing shit up.
I want to find a surfboard and go surfing.
I'm trying to find a new home.
Oh.
Wait, mine
That's
sounds
actually
lame
really
now.
I
I
can
want.
provide that
Yeah,
for
no,
you.
that's actually
And
really
I'll-
sweet.
Mine
I'll
sounds
pass
really
her
lame.
her
Wait, can I
rifle
go
back.
again?
Find a new home for them. Heads are gonna be exploding.
I bet
Right.
you could. I bet you could pop it
Right.
with just your fist, like a watermelon.
That's actually really, really
Bend the
wholesome.
rifle, bend it back.
That's actually really wholesome. I wasn't expecting that.
I know.
You see this button?
Oh.
He holds up this, presses it, teet, and your arm goes numb.
Well, that
Can
ain't
I
good.
have that?
Uh,
Pretty please.
Let's just say if you don't do what I ask, you don't get your shooting arm back. Man, I love manipulating people, don't you, guy? I don't trust either of you. Saying you're gonna do what I ask out of the goodness of your heart or because you're bored is not good enough. I need
Okay.
some assurances. And he snaps, and that scribe comes back in, and before you know it, injects the base of your skull. A syringe. Hurts very bad. I press this button. Your heads blow up. Whoa!
Can I have that? You'd be good.
Oops!
Oh, fuck.
wrong one.
No, that does not happen. That was a
No.
joke. That does not happen. And neither does the button. I'm just kidding. Okay, so he does ask, like, what is your motive? Why do you like? He understands why, but you three, he's kind of an obvious opportunity. You want to find your dad. You want to solve that mystery, is how he disappeared, and that he understands. But what about you three?
I found
Why-
Mattis after I lost my home. Whether or not I finish this little journey, I think helping him is good enough for now.
Everybody wants something. What do you want?
To put a little good in the world before I leave it.
Is this person real?
She got hit in the head really hard.
She wasn't as wholesome before.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Look, I
Toast
mean,
would
more
be
people
nice.
are better than one. I'll say that.
Yeah.
And this is something I really want solved under the radar. So if you all are interested, I'm willing to barter here. I love to barter. You're breaking me over here, man.
Oh, are you offering caps?
I mean,
I'll take money.
I
You
lost
can buy
Robot,
homes with that.
and Robot kind of kept me alive. So if you've got things that would keep me alive, it would be great.
Ever heard of a power fist?
That sounds really badass.
I haven't.
I feel like
What
Matt.
is it?
I feel like Guy probably has.
Yeah.
What is a power fist?
He reaches up under his desk and pulls out this basically like Iron Man looking
Yeah.
fist. It's like, watch this. And he engages it and he goes like, like it punches out. Yeah. It's like,
I want that. I want that. Yeah.
This
I
one's a
change it. I
special-
want that.
this one's a special one. You help him out and you solve the mysteries to what happened to my paladins
What's
and what's
special
going
about
on
it?
with the ghouls. I made some modifications. He puts it
Are
aside.
you like good at making modifications, or did you just fuck it up? Just asking, because I don't know
Want me to
yet.
show you? He punches you in the face. No. Your head pops off.
Go for it. I've got damage
Yeah,
resistance,
imagine.
baby.
Okay.
I'll take a few.
What about you, ghoul? What can I offer you? You've already got eternal life.
I mean, yeah.
Go crazy.
I'm pretty sure you could think of some electronics or pieces you could require on the trip.
Yeah. Some explosives, some things to make it easier to hit people without hitting them. Zach does kind of fuck things up with my bombs, because
Yeah.
it's a big explosion, but it hits them.
I like being up close and personal, so I'm kind of like in the way, but
I have to do some thinking on that. I don't know what kind of the point of explosions.
Yeah,
is,
I know,
you
it's
know. Boom.
Technology is also nice. I'm not great with it, but I can learn. I also I find stuff really easy. I'm lucky.
What if I told you I could reverse your illness?
I mean, can you?
No.
yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. That would be.
I was about to say, for a second, just Guy's jaw just drops as he slowly pans over to Saul.
It's like, I mean, if you could, sure. Yeah, I don't think you can, but I mean, I'm just in it for the long haul, man.
I look in the armory and see what I got when you return.
Sounds good.
You have your pick of anything in your armory. How about that?
Works for me. Silicone dice are fun.
You just want caps. Typical. All right. Well, in that case, then, my little unit, find out what's going on and get rewarded. It's a pretty good deal, I think.
Awesome.
Huh?
Yeah, it works for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Ready.
Fantastic. Well, you can't leave the way you came in. The council's looking for you now, and they're gonna take you in. If they find you, you're screwed. So here's what we're gonna do. You ever heard of the Underground Railroad?
No.
Probably not.
He presses a button on the desk, and behind this grate pops up, like pops open, like almost through pneumatic pressure. And behind it seems to be just this crawl space. You head back through this way. You find yourself in a cave.
And then?
It leads you under the mountains to the east. I sent your father to Shady Sands. My recommendation is that's where you should look first. But I'd be careful, okay? The Underground Railroad, we've heard disturbing rumors.
Like what?
Something's going on in the Underground Railroad. Something creepy! Nothing? No?
No.
It's just a cave, okay? Get over it.
Okay.
As long as
Not
it's
everything's gotta be creepy.
I mean, like,
and
does it
special.
have like
Death claws.
creatures? Yeah, death claw. Oh god, not again.
Not again.
Oh, who?
A
What?
death claw. Big beast. Big teeth.
I've
Big-
heard rumors, but that's just that's a fairy tale. Come on, you're not gonna scare an old man like me.
Yeah, alright, sure, whatever.
Oh, one last thing though. I wouldn't follow the lights if I were you. All right, go on.
Wait, we do
And
follow the
No,
light, or
don't.
we don't follow
They
it?
always-
Would not follow the lights.
No.
Tell me to stop doing that.
Head inside.
Yep. Going in.
Elder, we know you're in there.
Can we move?
Oh, Patty Waddle. He's an old man.
Gone.
Come on, get.
And we're gone.
Yep, I'm taking the wheelchair with
please
me.
don't do this again. We've got to talk. Elder, we know you're in there.
And like
I'm taking the wheelchair with me.
Okay.
trying to put the grate back.
Imagine it'll put itself back when it hits
Remember,
Sure.
don't follow the lights. Elder, what are you doing out of your room? And I lead him away.
We just talked to a senile old man for
Okay.
like 10
And
minutes.
what's that tentacle doing there?
And that's where we'll take our break.
Ah!
Underground.
Thank you guys for watching. We will be back in a bit, and we will
started taking a
continue
lot of
working
notes.
on this adventure. Let's go. All right, see you in a second. Bye-bye.
Yay.
Be right back.
And we're back. Hello, and welcome back to Grimm's Dungeon. Fallout Nuclear Nightmare Session 4. As a quick recap, the robot blew up. Haha. And Minerva lost an arm and then gained a artificial worse one back. They have entered the Brotherhood bunker, but unfortunately for them, they're not really welcome. Had to lie and deceive to get entrance, gain entrance, and the Elder has commissioned them with a task, as sort of by pressure, sort of by righteous quest. And they have all deemed to accept it based on the fact they're going to get some moolah or other elements for it. And, he was more interested in getting Guy involved because he knew that he could rely upon him because of the nature of the mission, given the fact that his father has gone missing trying to do the same exact thing. But they've been commissioned to go through the Underground Railroad, a secret level of passages that allows for the trespass of the mountain range that separates the western salt plains from the east, which includes Shady Sands, Vault 13, Vault 15, the Raider camps, Junktown, all these other areas separating it from the west, which is really this giant wasteland that leads up north to more civilized territory. But they have been tasked to traverse through the underground passage, the Underground Railroad, and they were given a direct command to try to avoid following the lights, whatever that means. Are y'all ready to get started?
Let's
Yup.
do this.
So without even a second to pontificate, you're thrust into a tunnel and you're crawling through, and at the end of it, or rolling through, your legs are, relatively speaking, fine. There's no injuries, so I don't think you need a wheelchair.
Oh no, I just wanted to take the wheelchair.
No,
that's it.
Like I stopped.
Okay.
I stood up and walked to the other chair when we got
Yeah.
this.
You crawl through this vent, and it leads to this back room area where it's kind of like in between two walls, where there's pipes and
How dare?
other like wires and stuff kind of being filtrated throughout the bunker. And upon shimming through, Guy getting snagged every once in a while. It's a good thing you didn't bring your power armor. It probably wouldn't have fit. You found a carved out hole that's like...
And now we know why we've always done it in the evening. If the sound cap isn't catching that, there's
Yeah.
some
Let's
yard
hope it
work
is.
being done outside.
We also don't have music playing.
Yeah, it's just ambience.
Oh.
We do, but you can't hear it. Hello, Miss Mintwolf. Yeah, we're streaming.
Hi.
We're streaming at the
Hi.
AM. Do you hear the whir? Do you hear that? We'd love to
It's
know
just
if
the
you can hear
mechanical noise of this area.
it. Yeah, we've never had this
Yeah,
problem
it's actually
before, so I
ambient.
guess that's
Just for
not
me, or
Ambiance for the railroad.
Even though
Hi,
we are
friends.
deep underground.
Hi.
Hello.
Who said we were friends? I'm just kidding. Okay, welcome.
I'm a friend.
I just don't like people anymore. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
it's obvious.
what's the point of them? They're just like they eat and that's it.
So do you.
And breathe.
You're people.
You are people.
You are a people.
I am
don't
so
know?
sorry to inform you.
You guys don't know?
I mean,
Well, I guess
we don't really.
Grimm's been
know
dead
yet.
for
I'm a paramecium.
100.
Anyway, welcome.
You're a
Listen,
mushroom?
we cannot be friends, but that's no fun. Oh, Miss Mintwolf doesn't want to be friends with any of us.
Oh, damn.
Well,
Hey!
I
That's
didn't
fine.
insult you.
We can be friends.
No, I'm
That's
totally
fine.
not misinterpreting what Miss Wolf said. No, that's terribly evil.
Why can't we
Be friends. Copyright strike. Anyway, so you guys shimmy through and you see a carved out space where it seems like someone actually punctured in between the metal casing and started digging out stone. And that is where it seems
had to take a guess. There's lights down the regular tunnel and then no lights down the cave.
Yeah, it's pitch black down there.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay.
So does anyone have any lights?
No, because we relied.
I have
on...
torches.
Okay,
I got my
cool.
Pip-Boy.
Yeah.
I have torches.
Screen up.
Okay. And you can also light the torches as well.
Is the torch consumable? Like if I use it, is it just unusable after a certain amount of time?
I don't know.
I feel like it can be reused. I mean, a certain amount of
Miss
time.
Wolf, if you're sad, that was a joke. that was a complete joke.
A bad one, but
But when are
once
they
we're
not?
Comedy master.
once we get into this cave and we can actually stand, I think that's when we would start.
Okay.
lighting
So you can
torches.
begin to crawl through this. Is that what you guys do?
yeah.
Yeah.
So after about 25 to 30 feet of this stone kind of walkway, and it's jagged and difficult to traverse, you enter into what seems to be a natural cave. The light coming from the back has almost all but diminished. It's fallen off significantly. It's pitch black in this room.
I can't see.
Yeah,
I've got my screen up.
Hold on.
Torch.
Oh, I just meant in general.
Did you go blind from the concussion?
I mean, you did for a minute. But...
I did for a minute, but I got that back.
I think 2 torches should be enough. One for
Here,
over
can
me.
you see this? Shining a light straight in your face.
My pupils are not dying.
Maybe they should have replaced your eyes too. But torches lit and Pip-Boy's up.
So it's a natural-looking cave. Seems volcanic in nature. Not surprising. This is a pretty, I would say, tectonically shifting. There are. I don't know if there's actually volcanoes in this range, but it's definitely. It looks like an ancient magmatic expanse of cave. Okay, so as you guys enter, there's only really one way forward, and that's forward.
Onward.
So this cave kind of like more or less for quite a long time is kind of like bends and weaves and moves. So you guys got some time here as you traverse through this first section.
Can I kind of track on my Pip-Boy and make sure we're generally going east the whole time, and like as it like turns and turns again, like we're not getting all the way turned around.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
So, your new arm, is that really gonna be, is it gonna be a problem, or?
I don't know.
I mean, does it can you feel it?
I can
I mean, you can move
control it. I keep losing parts of myself.
it. I mean, is that supposed to be physically, metaphorically, emotionally?
They call me the slow one.
I never said I was smart.
Yes.
You are right. I know that's not easy to go through.
I'm fine. Let's find your puppy.
If he's breathing.
Do you want
There's
him to be?
always hope.
That's a great question. I move forward.
Didn't he leave and
He hasn't
did you
done
tell us
none of
about the note? Did you tell us about the note that he left for you? Didn't he leave you a note?
Oh, he did.
In the journal,
Okay.
yeah.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Don't know
I
shit.
don't say shit.
So you guys continue down then.
Yeah.
As you proceed, there is in fact a split up ahead. One goes left, the other one goes right. You see though a faint green glow coming from the right.
I don't think we go that way.
He did say don't
That's
follow lights.
Pretty.
Let's not do that.
It looks like radiation.
Can you test for that?
Oh, I can.
Toaster. Oh.
I'm gonna use the Geiger counter on my Pip-Boy.
So you'd have to get closer to really get a reading. Right now it's just ambient ticking, which is kind of normal
Sure,
in
okay.
post-apocalyptic wasteland. Yeah.
Cool.
That seems fine.
I think we can like listen to the advice we were given though, and just
Yeah,
like,
let's
not go
not-
towards the light.
Do it at all.
But what if there's cool stuff?
we're supposed to get cool stuff
I doubt there is.
later.
Let's follow what we know so we can get out of here.
It was like a side path?
So
Or
it's like a
branch?
split, like a branch, yeah.
All right. Nobody wants to have any fun.
I think you've had a full day of fun already.
I feel pretty juiced up, actually. Yeah, now that you mention it.
Speaking of actually that, how do we feel? Because it is dark, it is late.
When we haven't
didn't
rested,
really
yeah.
rest.
Yeah.
So are we getting
You're,
tired?
you're definitely getting tired, yeah.
Hanley,
Yeah.
just normal levels of radiation, I'm guessing?
Here, yeah, we're good. But over there,
We don't know.
no
but
one knows.
Do we
I
wanna,
could find out.
No. Do we want to
Great,
go a
love
little
it.
bit further, and then once we get to the mouth of the cave, then make camp?
I'm fine with that.
Like,
well, do we
the
know
mouth to outside?
To outside.
do we know how
The
long
mouth
it's gonna
side.
I
take? The
don't.
mouth side.
I thought we were going to be underground for like a long time to get
You're right.
all the way under the mountains.
That's true. Should we just now?
Maybe we go past the green
glowing
light.
green. Yeah.
You know, the ominous looking.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, let's not.
Just go.
Let's
back.
walk for a
Kind
bit.
of like a nightlight.
We'll walk for a bit.
Are you scared of the
Okay.
dark, Bobby?
To the left.
To the non-glowing
Oh, that's a
side.
good
Okay.
question.
Are you not?
Not really.
Because I couldn't remember which was left, which was
should
right, so I'll just
Yeah.
say non-glowing.
So you're avoiding the glowing area, moving on. Okay. So as you proceed down again caves, like there's no markers, no indication or signs of life at all. It feels like no one has been here before almost, but you know that's not true. If like there's an actual passageway through it, a secret one nonetheless. Like you never heard of this place when you were growing up. But as you keep going through the cave, it seems rather natural and musty, kind of old. You can hear maybe animals scurrying around, but not much is going on as you guys proceed down through. And every step, and every like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, you get more and more and more tired. Eventually, you come to a kind of cavernous basin. It's like a bulbous extrusion out of like the more thin cave, and the entrances are relatively small. One ahead of you, one behind you. So if you were to rest there, that would make sense, or you could continue forward.
No, it's a good
That
place.
sounds good.
Okay.
Yep.
You guys are gonna try to rest.
And I would say setting up watches.
Okay.
I'll take first watch.
Awesome. Do you even need sleep?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There was a robot that didn't.
Who?
Power off.
Cry myself to sleep.
Oh, by the way, Miss Mintwolf, you missed it. I killed the robot. The robot's dead.
The robot's
Yeah, we
dead.
kicked Christian out after that.
Yeah, we fired him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's done for. He's crying right now, lamenting what could have been.
I cried with him.
For real. Okay, so we're first watch there. Okay. So as you should have been here earlier. We were just tearing up stuff, man.
It was exploding.
Yeah, blowing things up, all sorts of exciting stuff.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, ultimately though, we have set up a watch. So first watch. So as you guys sleep, let's see.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Okay,
Nuclear nightmare.
Ah.
get it? He'll make good scrap parts. He couldn't even do that because he blew up because his fusion core got penetrated. So he.
I have his hat and a little piece of metal that I have attached over my heart onto my armor.
He burned all of his
a little
his
piece
toast
of
is
him
all
with me.
gone.
All the burnt
All the
toast.
toast. I'm just gonna say. I mean, why do we even play this? I mean, with the robot gone, there's not really a point to
I need him
continue.
back.
Yeah, I think I'm just
We'll
gonna.
find another hand.
We find a different Mr. Handy.
Oh man.
Hello!
So you guys decide to sleep. So as you're sleeping, do you guys do anything as you're prepping for bed, or is it just going straight to sleep?
I don't need to make any repairs to anybody's weapons, do I?
Nope. Or not to me, at least.
Okay.
I'm cuddling with the hat and the super sledge.
I want. This is just. It could be mechanical. It may not be. after the talk with the elder, I think Saul is just looking at all of, like, he took out one of each of the explosives that he has. He's like, how do I make these work where I don't blow them up? I just want to have him spend time thinking about ways that it could somehow work. Like, this is entirely new territory. I'm not sure if there is a mechanical way for it to work.
Sure. I'll show you how it works.
Oh.
So you're gonna make an intelligence plus explosives check for me.
Okay.
Difficulty?
Explosives.
Difficulty.
Aw, so sweet to keep him with you.
Difficulty. I know.
Difficulty is going to be, I think, this one's gonna be a little bit tougher.
Okay.
1.
Okay.
You have 6 points.
Yeah, I'm gonna use 1.
Yeah.
Boop.
Fuck yeah.
That's
I think
good.
that's 2 crits. Yeah.
Shit.
2 crits and a failure. So that's 4 successes.
Nice.
You determine that if you were to make, like with a lunchbox, you know, a lunchbox swings open in the front. If you were to somehow make a rigged device where there's a pressure plate that goes off when the base plate is triggered, like the bottom lunchbox hits the ground, and you weight to the bottom, so when you throw it, it always, when it comes back down in the arc, always hits the bottom. You could throw a lunchbox, have it flip down, hit, and blow outward in that way. It's sort of like a claymore.
Yeah.
And anything behind it would be fine, but it would require
It just writes on a lunchbox front towards Super Mutant.
it would require a lunchbox. It would
Yeah.
require like weighted scrap, and it would require a crafting table to actually
Okay.
make. But you kind of concocted a recipe: lunchbox,
I have a
explosive
lunchbox.
device, and a weighted weighted scrap, something weighted, and you can build a few of those to only explode outward. Yeah.
Amazing. Love to see.
You'd have to reinforce the lunchbox so it doesn't
Yes.
blow out.
So yeah, keeping that in mind for later. It's like, all right, I can use that. I can use. Oh,
It's written down. You just need the parts.
yeah, exactly. So basically, the first person to wake up just sees Saul trying to stuff some of his explosives into a lunchbox, and it's just flowing out. He just looks at him like,
What's wrong with you?
I think we've been over that. It was the sun, and the just kind of flakes a little bit the
Ew.
skin off.
Oh,
Ew.
She like pats her hair back into place, unintentionally in the same spot. I will take watch now.
Okay. He just takes all of it back.
No
and
one's
puts
even
it
asleep
into it.
yet. Like we were going over what you guys are doing prior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So anything else that's being done before we?
basic weapons maintenance.
Okay.
Are you okay?
I'll be all right. Still struggling with that question from earlier.
How tall am I?
6'12".
6'12".
Ogre.
You know, if it's that tough of a question to answer, you might already have it.
Wow.
As the shotgun is just in parts getting cleaned.
Anything else then before we? Okay. So, let's roll to see if you can stay awake. What do you say?
Oh yeah. Okay.
So we're gonna do an endurance and survival check here, and that's gonna be it's gonna be a 1.
Endurance survival. That'll be a 7. So difficulty 1, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm at 1, so 7.
Yay.
Did it.
Nice.
I
So
rolled a
you're able
15
to
twice.
stay awake, and as you're sort of everyone's just now drifting off sleep. It's about hour 1 of maybe your 4-hour watch if you want to sleep through the whole night. You start seeing the green glow down the hallway you came from.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
Doesn't work. Doesn't work on me. I'm good. That's what he's thinking. I mean, he's just staring.
Okay.
And still still thinking about the explosives. I'm just trying to figure out exactly what he needs. I'm sure it takes more time, but you know.
Okay. Interesting reaction. Light work.
I mean, all you said was that you noticed the green glow.
Right.
That's it.
That wasn't there before.
Come closer.
I forgot that we were in
Sorry.
a different place. I forgot.
Yeah,
we were in a
you've
different
been
place.
traveling
Shit,
for
my
a
bad.
bit.
Yeah,
I was just like,
there you go.
My brain.
What? You're just like,
Check your
okay.
notes.
Yep.
I was like, what's happening?
Sorry.
Yeah,
I think you peeled off a little bit more than skin.
Yeah,
there.
no.
It's just a little.
So the green,
Yeah.
you can't see it moving, but it's just like there now. You just notice it now.
Just for a tiny moment, as soon as I notice it, just poke Guy a little. Open your eyes for just
Minecraft
a
villager?
second. Look over there. Points.
Look.
Should we worry about that? That just kind of appeared. It wasn't moving.
Grab Poppy's rifle because it has a scope.
My arm is still attached to it. It's the metal arm.
Rip. Just look through the damn scope.
I'll look down the scope, see if I can identify the source.
So it seems like it's radiating off the walls, so there's no source because there's the caves tunnel
It's
things.
like the
into it.
cave
It's not a
starting
perfect
to glow.
straight shot, but it's kind of like very vague. You barely make it out, but there is something that's there now that wasn't there before.
How long?
Happening.
I just noticed it. It just kind of appeared. It wasn't moving or anything.
I'll watch it for about 5 minutes to the scope to see if it does appear to be something moving towards us or if it's like an effect that's happening on the walls in our direction.
Okay. After about a minute or so, you've noticed that the luminosity is increased by a value you can detect with your eye. Yeah.
Got it. Well, fucking shit. Can't get one damn night.
What's
Start getting up.
Hi.
Hey, we gotta move. I'm sorry.
It's
What?
Or lose it.
5 more minutes.
the green light's coming.
No.
Yes,
Oh,
it is.
It's pretty still.
How bad of an idea would it be if I caved it in that way?
We have to get back
don't-
through here.
Oh, shit.
Do we? I didn't listen. I told you I didn't listen.
That's right. I didn't tell you. We have to come back through here. We'll talk
Okay.
later. We'll talk later. Bye.
Should I go check it out though? Like if it's gonna follow us?
Absolutely.
I don't have to get very close. I just have to get close.
I don't
I wouldn't.
think you.
If any of us, I think I would
Do
be
you
the one
feel
that
pretty
needs to.
spry right now with 4 hours of sleep?
No.
Didn't think so.
I'm sleepy.
Let's just move.
Ugh.
Keep an eye
Do
on
we have
it.
4 hours or just 1?
Like
Oh,
two.
two, yeah.
Two. Yeah.
Do you feel spry with 2 hour nap?
Are
No.
we mechanically fatigued now?
Yeah.
We-
You are.
What's that mean?
There's a table.
Yeah, it'd be so if when we generate action points, we get 1 less than what we
Oh,
generated,
damn.
and we lose an HP for every 2 fatigue we have.
Okay.
Okay. When does the next stack come?
Depends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever makes sense timing wise, or if we're not allowed to eat or water.
Look, I get it.
disease.
All right.
We're all tired. We don't want to move, but I don't want to be here when that glow gets to our spot.
No, we move. We move. Just saying.
Moving.
At least y'all got sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, you're sleep when you're dead.
As
Oh,
you all
well,
continue
Yeah, well.
to travel down this,
Poppy, do you mind if you or I use that lovely scope to keep an eye behind us?
I've got it.
Thank you.
You gotta keep walking though.
Oh.
so you guys proceed down the long.
Just
and
put her in a
woodsy
wheelchair,
road.
then drag the wheelchair so she can always face
Oh,
backwards.
yeah.
Yeah.
Great. I'm dragging Poppy in a wheelchair behind me.
After about 15,
knew
20
it'd be
feet,
useful.
I mean, the light is no
It's
longer.
not moving
Yeah,
fast
yeah, yeah.
enough to like keep up with
So
us.
you keep moving down this pathway. It ultimately is pretty much a really long, kind of one-directional path. I mean, it twists and turns and doubles back, but it's not
Yeah,
path.
there's no splits.
No. As you proceed down, you travel for how long do you guys really want to estimate it? Like want to travel?
4 hours.
4 hours.
Is there a way, based on the amount of time that it took for the light to spread that Guy saw, and I guess
Well, I'm
saw.
thinking more from when we first saw it to where we made camp. How long did we travel?
Oh yeah.
Like 30, 45 minutes. Like, it wasn't a lot of travel time. So you guys started getting really tired.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's travel
that same
4
amount
to
of time.
6 hours, and we could maybe buy ourselves
Enough time.
a full night's rest.
Okay.
4 hours.
I
Let's
think-
start with 4.
Okay.
Whatever y'all say.
Everything I can.
I just don't know how far we gotta go to get away from that glow, if there is a possibility.
It's just like, it's slow. We're so much faster than it. We just have to get away from it for long enough to sleep.
And it's also, when we gotta remember that when we come back, is it something that only happens at night? So I'm sure when we come back during the day.
Which is why we should go look at it and figure just to have more information is always better.
I offered. Guy was the one that didn't like that idea.
I think if any of us were able, we're gonna do it. I feel like it should be me. I don't get radiated, really. So, if it comes up when we rest again,
Henley, I know you're quite attached to that little arm device there. But seeing as he does have the upper hand of a natural resistance against this thing, could you just let him borrow it for enough time to get a reading and see if he can figure out what's going on?
If he's gonna give it back.
Of course he is.
I'm not gonna do shit with it.
Probably doesn't work on him.
Baseball bat at the gym.
I thought you got rid of that thing.
It's sentimental.
Fair.
And pointy.
Just kind of leans into it a little.
Okay, you're weird. Just. Are we checking this out now, or is this like the plan for
When
later?
we rest.
Okay.
But then we're gonna be farther away from
Be
it.
farther away from it. Just do it
It's
now.
not traveling at the same speed.
All right.
Do you
I'll
want to
do it
walk
now.
6 hours and then walk 6 hours back?
It's gonna follow us.
Well, we'll see if we can figure how deadly it is.
All right,
I'll
I'll
give it
go
to
check
you.
it out now.
I give you the Pip Boy. Don't look at my journals.
Keep an eye on him.
All right, I won't. Damn.
Don't pull the trigger.
I'm going very slowly.
Yeah.
As you walk, you suddenly get the urge to sneeze.
That doesn't happen normally, right?
You don't even have a nose.
And then, sneeze. You do this with the Pip-Boy, and it starts playing Henley's journals.
What plays, Henley?
He was my
I
best friend, and I just really miss him. And I also now I don't know how long I've been away because he kept track of that too.
Disastrous.
That's what you get.
Anyway, so you proceed down to go check it out, and you guys are waiting.
Oh, wait.
And bring up the Geiger counter thing.
Yeah. As you get closer, nothing seems to be happening with the Geiger counter, and you guys are still in the same spot, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is before we moved.
Yeah.
So you go up and around the bend, and the footsteps recede. For you guys, footsteps recede. You can no longer hear anymore.
What if he doesn't come back? Then I don't get my Pip Boy back.
He's a survivor.
You'll be
No,
fine.
he's a ghoul. I'm a survivor. Mechanically. Who said that?
Ow. Okay, sorry.
1 minute. 5 minutes. 20 minutes.
What do I see then?
The light is increasing, but he hasn't returned.
Fuck.
During this time, I took off my leather armor and packed it away, so I'm unarmored, and I put on my heavy coat.
What's up, Dark Reaper?
It's a very large coat that like covers me like almost down to my toes. So I have this big bulky
Yeah.
brown leathery thick coat that's wrapped around my body now.
Were you
my armor's
cold?
off. No, this would protect me from radiation better than nothing.
Oh.
So the light is
You-
increasing in brightness and luminosity. It's still like it's kind of a bend up in the way, and you can't see that directly.
Saul!
I don't hear anything, I'm assuming.
Does her voice
No
echo?
answer is an answer.
You're dead. You're gone.
Does her voice echo?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Actually, no, because caves are actually like you can't hear. And have you ever been caving before?
Yeah?
Spelunking,
Yeah?
dude. Most caves, like the sound just gets sucked away. It's crazy. Like you're thinking of like in a room,
I mean,
but
yeah.
like sound traveling down, it just you don't. It's like a vacuum. It's terrifying. Of course, it depends on the rock, but still, like if you go into, because I used to go into caves, it's just very. Sound does not travel very far, at least as far as I know.
Saul!
Like it was like a cavern.
You're doing the echo
Yes.
yourself?
If it was a cavern, then
Yeah,
it would
yeah,
be
yeah,
very, you know.
Well,
Where are you going?
Start walking down.
Towards the light?
Gotta find Saul.
we already called for him, so.
Use my
Okay.
torchlight and shoot wherever's near it.
Okay.
Okay. So you're just going without saying anything.
What's
Going for it.
I mean, loudly sigh and head forward.
I'm gonna follow him like a move behind,
Yeah.
a zone behind him.
I'll be a zone behind you, I guess. That
Doesn't make any sense.
no.
You get up there.
I get up there.
With Guy.
We're the guy.
Torch.
I thought we
Pistol.
were just chaining and then I was like,
So it seems like everyone's going.
Okay. As you walk through,
So we didn't hear him scream.
I don't want to get too close to the light.
Well,
Let's just go around the
can't
corner.
always get what you want.
But if you try sometimes.
Is it like as if there's a torch or a light source farther down that we can't see that is
Yeah.
illuminating?
yeah,
So it's not like the walls are glowing, there's nothing on the walls.
nothing on the walls. It's a light reflection.
So we walk a bit. Saul?
Yeah, like around the bend.
Who's
I don't
first?
wanna-
Guy and.
We shouldn't go
What's her face?
into the
Henry.
light. Like, see how far it kind of reaches? We don't go there. We don't go past that point, okay?
Well, then where's our ghoulish friend?
I don't know.
He's not dumb.
Well,
He does have an instinct of survival and not to get himself killed.
that's better.
Don't be a hen. I'll stop talking.
Oh!
I go with guy.
So it's Guy and Henley first, and then.
Okay. Are you like literally like together?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you wind the corner, the general absence of noise in the cave is replaced with jazz.
Okay.
What the fuck? Robot?
Am I still holding a torch and pistol?
Saul?
You keep going forward. I mean, you still don't see the source.
Yeah.
You just, as you get close
Gotta
to the
find
bend,
Saul. Gotta find Saul.
okay.
Yep.
Take a left, and you see what seems to be a mouth of a cave. The green glow emanating under what seems to be a red velvet curtain, much like you'd find in an old world theater. It kind of waves back and forth.
Do we see Minerva behind us?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I like this place.
Yeah, that's because you're old.
What?
What?
Head forward with the pistol and just use like the pistol hand to move
Curtain.
the curtain to the side.
Take the other side, the other curtain with the super sledge. Peer around.
Through the threshold. It's a large ballroom. Everything is decorated as if it was during the time before the bombs fell in 2070. There are people slow dancing. There's a jazz band playing up on a stage. There's a bar. There are seats. There's food. It smells of cigarette smoke and perfumes. No one looks up to look at you. But you do see someone in the center, dressed very spiffingly, that resembles Saul, if he still had his face. That's when a valet approaches you.
No.
Your coat, sir.
Won't be here long, no.
That's when you notice that you are dressed
Spiffingly.
spiffing.
Do I still have my torch and pistol?
No.
There it goes.
That's okay. You can turn around and leave at any.
Yeah.
I'm not going to acknowledge this guy. I'm going
Yeah.
straight for the person that looks like Saul.
Okay. Sir, it is quite warm in this room. Okay. As you wish, sir.
As you.
My lady, can I take your fur coat?
Yes.
No.
And I burst through the curtains, and I've got this like long, flowing, fuzzy, pink coat on. Please. And I just let him unleash me from it. I've got this like, you know, like really like
Damn.
pencil thin straps on this sort of like lavender like silk gown underneath.
Okay. Get it, Minerva.
Minerva looks to be about 27.
Damn.
Thank you.
Oh, of course, my lady. Of course, mistress. May I take your coat, mistress?
No.
Darling, it's just a kind offer.
No.
They give it back, you know.
No. They don't. You go in there and you never leave. I don't
If
know.
only it were
I don't know.
so. Most people here have a board meeting tomorrow. This is, after all, the company party.
What company?
What company? Very funny, mistress. I wasn't aware you were into comedy. Oh.
Answer the question.
Is she all right?
Perhaps she pre-gamed a little bit. No,
Not
she's
familiar
me.
with the term. What does pre-game mean?
Well, let's say a cocktail at a place. What if you had a cocktail before the
Prior
place?
to the engagement.
Yes. Pre.
How scandalous.
Yes.
Please do not assault me, madam. It would be bad for business.
Guy? And I run after Guy.
So you all kind of approach. Guy is dancing with some saucy lass.
Guy or Saul?
Or Saul is dancing with some saucy lass.
Saucy.
As you three approach.
Mind if I cut
I
in?
punch him right in the face.
The band stops. And and they all rush and like, are you okay?
Sir, that is decorum unacceptable at the Club Millionaire.
I punched that guy.
Are you serious?
Heavens!
And he falls to the ground and he's bleeding like, my nose! And everyone's just like gasping and just can't believe what's happening.
You get one arm, I'm gonna get the other. Scoop.
I grab him.
Okay.
Doesn't.
It is.
You sound
And-
normal.
Yeah. What the hell's
You're-
going on?
Come on, we're getting out of here.
You think
We haven't stopped for a drink
in your
yet.
mind
Yeah.
it's
just
2069. You know, you're a young man at that time. You're a business. You're a guy. You're wheeling and dealing. You're an entrepreneur. You're working with this new company. You're dancing with your then wife or girlfriend. Hard to remember.
Whoever, yeah.
Some floozy maybe. Who knows? You're dancing with someone that you have some fleeting interest in on some level. And then all of a sudden, these guys have rushed in and punched you in the face, and then punched the valet square in the face.
what the hell is going on?
I
What?
drag him out the door.
Yep, we're going. It's
Hey,
fine.
wait, no,
hey,
no,
everything's gonna be fine.
No,
haven't even-
no.
Minerva!
Stop for a drink yet.
The drinks are this way.
Stop them
Minerva, come
stealing
on.
that young man!
Angela, I'll be back soon.
And as you guys are carted off, you cart him off. You're going towards the curtain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So you get to the curtain room. Do you like? How do you go through the curtain? You like?
I throw him. So I had to get Minerva still.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you throw him, like the curtain, doesn't
Yes.
move through. Doesn't he doesn't part the Red Sea. It, like pushes with him. He slams up against what seems to be solid stone.
The hell was that for?
Nope. And I'm pushing the curtain to the side.
It's like there's nothing there. The entrance is gone.
So it looks like a curtain, or now it looks like a wall.
It's a wall. It's
Like
just
a wall
stone
behind
wall.
the
Behind the
curtain.
curtain.
Right.
Who are you people? Why? What is going on?
We're your friends, and we're saving you.
I don't know who the
we're
hell you
saving
are.
you. Trust me.
You're
Does the
delusional.
company keep
Saul
anybody
Goodman.
on staff? I'm helping the valet up and like dabbing at him with my handkerchief.
You feel like it's back when you were a young woman, and you're starting to feel like it's maybe some sort of, it's vaguely familiar to you, this space, and you start to adopt this idea that you are a special guest here to present an award to somebody, like it's a company outing and you're here. It feels so familiar to you, and the more you think about it, the more it feels like you're slipping into that particular role. So it's up to you if you want to resist that or not. But
Not at all.
okay.
Very committed.
The identity of Minerva as Pop recedes into the background. Then
I'm like dabbing at the valet's like bloody nose.
yeah.
I'm like, does the company have anybody on staff to handle this? Man, please.
Sir, aren't you here to gain an award? I can't believe you're so vile. As he's talking to you, and Guy, you start to remember. Wait, that's right. I was here to pick up an award for service during the war.
Thank you for your service, by the way.
I'll see you after show.
Some nerve pinching, man. It's got them. You got your ninja chop,
Your Judy
Judy
chap.
chop, and your karate chop.
Don't be a. I'm not gonna go down that road.
So you start like, wait, yeah, and you look down and you're actually in your formal uniform, the kind you'd go for ceremonies, not your service, but your formal wear, and you have your hat on, and you remember that's right. I was a Marine. I fought in Anchorage, didn't I? I remember losing my friend Jeremy.
Where would his mentality be knowing he was removed from a brotherhood?
I think it's a kind of a conflict of personality. So this is like pre-war, like during the war, like pre-bomb. Like your memories, like you're like, oh, I was like in the U.S. military. I fought China up in the north. like I remember I got the Medal of Honor for Valor because
So there's no
I took a bullet for my captain. You know,
There's
like
no Brotherhood of Steel.
there's no grasping memories of the steel.
it's so like I gave you the same option. Do you lean into that or do you challenge it? Do you find?
I think
a will
he
to
would
resist?
challenge it.
Yeah,
So
because
if
I'm
you're gonna
also
challenge
yelling
it-
to you, guy, it's wall, it's stone, it's wall, the
So,
curtain is wall.
Stonewall.
Stonewall Jackson. That guy was. Have
Awful.
you read about him? That guy
Yes.
was literally insane.
Yeah.
He's like.
Thank you, Tennessee Education.
That's a good story there. It's like his battle shout. I don't know if you've heard of that one. Okay, let's see. I want a intelligence plus.
Survival?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, intelligence plus survival. I'm gonna go with 2 on this one. This one's gonna be tougher. This will be hard. This is like.
Just one.
You didn't have to walk in this place, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
It's
No,
gonna be a
that's
little
fair.
bit tougher.
Mm-hmm.
And the same will go obviously for you, and I'll explain what your thoughts are, and then you can.
Daniel, what's gotten over you? Do you know this man?
Guy!
What'd you say?
2.
Intelligence and survival.
2 successes. 'Cause
Oh.
I have a natural 1.
Nice.
What's going on with that? Like, everyone's got either crit failures or natural.
Yeah, this is
over and over
wild.
again.
Well, if you think about it, we're rolling a lot more d20s.
That's fair.
Like, we're
Yeah.
using them as a pool.
But I mean, okay.
Even half of
statistically, this is-
statistically.
It's still kind of bonkers. The roll
half
for
as many
having
have we rolled.
Okay.
We have not rolled in a session before.
Okay, so you're able to sort of push back this identity and retain your sense of self as Guy, but it still is like this pressure. It's going to give you a disadvantage in any major checks. You're going to go by 1. It's going to add a DC to the
Yeah.
rolls because you're basically fighting, but you're able to retain yourself. You feel as though you are a maintenance worker here that's not even a part of the party. You're just here to repair some of the machines that have gone awry. And you're on the clock, and if your boss catches you slacking or drinking or seen by these people, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Same DC, same spread if you want to resist.
Okay, it's what?
Intelligence, survival.
How many AP do we have?
5.
5.
As this is going on, the jazz
I
band's
definitely
trying to
wanna
pick
take
back
one.
up.
Take 1.
With my success, does the curtain that's now a wall, is it a curtain again or is it still a wall?
So it feels like it's still a wall, but something's not right with it.
Tag.
Yeah.
Your attention is being dragged towards the center of the room, though, and we'll cover that after.
Gotcha.
After this.
I'm gonna take another one.
So
which
minus
is
2 more.
AP.
There's 2 left.
Yep.
5, 19, 17, 15.
Nope. That's 1.
How much luck you got?
1. I have luck.
You
Yeah.
have 1 left, so.
Give it a shot.
Alright. Let's see it.
That is a 6.
Okay.
Hey!
Hell yes. So that's 2 successes.
Hey, Chan. Back from the music.
Okay.
Whew.
So again, same thing. DC increase until the situation is resolved. If it gets resolved, I mean, again, you didn't have to come in here. And so your whole, identity shift is being maintained. And the same, you're also like looking around, like this isn't real. This isn't real. This isn't real. You're trying to get out. Your attention is drugged to the center. There's this sort of fountain. It's a very elaborate fountain. It sort of expands outwards. It's at the center. It looks like a not a permanent installation. It looks like it's here for the party, but it has these like rotating and kind of like these sort of like spindly extensions. Imagine you put like an octopus, but like a jellyfish down in like the tendril. Their tentacles kind of, and it's kind of like splayed out like that in very strange patterns. And the more you look at it, the more you're swearing you see like this bubbly sort of glow from it. It looks unnatural, and it's sort of attracting you to as something that feels different than this illusion. Meanwhile, there are other valets, they're dressed to the nines as well, that are coming in through some direction, but now they're here. You didn't see which way they came from. And the valet that you punched has walked over there and is with a bleeding nose, and they are talking and pointing at you two and everybody else. Meanwhile, you feel like it's time to return to dance and get away from these freaks, and you feel like you have an appointment to stare at the barkeep and hope a dashing young man comes to illicit conversation.
I expect you to keep your hands to yourself from now on, Daniel. And I'm gonna make my way over to the bar.
Okay.
And I also just suddenly have like one of those really long, like extended.
The long one.
Cigarette
Long-
holder. A cigarette holder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If it's
go on.
farther away from you, it doesn't affect your lungs as much.
Yeah,
I think
really.
it was smell, actually.
Was it really?
Like nicotine stains.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it also looks cool.
Saul's going back to dancing just way farther away from everyone else.
The jazz band wraps up and then plays into the tune.
Just toss a couple coins into wherever they have like a tip thing. I'm sure he's got some on his person.
So, the only lucid two, what do you do?
The fountain. It's weird.
Did you see how they assaulted some of the company members?
It's one thing to assault me, but people working here?
I know.
Honestly, how dare.
These low-class dribble find their way in here from time to time, but we clear up the riffraff quite quickly. Like an older lady in a fur and like a meat coat is sitting, by you guys.
I thought he was supposed to get an award though. Why
Is there
he
anywhere
acting?
to?
Something's
Oh,
Where did-
you know, when you go off to battle, it's,
Sometimes
you come back a little.
They bring it back with them.
Poor man.
Quite a pity. I'm sure we should build an institution and keep them all locked up.
Is there anywhere to sit near the fountain?
Yikes.
This is a role-playing like aristocrat old lady that doesn't know any better. It's not my opinions.
Is there anywhere to sit near the fountain?
What's that, dear?
I'm
My NPCs
asking.
do not hold my own opinion.
Is there anywhere to sit that's near the fountain? Or is that just like the dance floor?
I think it's kind of just in the middle of the dance floor. Yeah.
Is there anywhere to sit?
I mean, you can pull up a chair, but now the valets are coming towards you like, hey, we got a problem over here, you know. Hey, you got a problem over
What's
here.
going on?
Heard you assaulted one of my pals, eh?
If he's supposed to get the award,
I'm gonna
think
try
that's
to
my
dissipate
man.
into the crowd. If I'm like a basic like worker, just slip into the crowd, tuck my
And
hair
right
in
now,
my
I'm
hat. I don't know.
fighting both memories.
Yeah, so it's just, all it means, like you're you, but it's
Yeah.
like, it's a mental challenge, you succeeded, but it's
Yeah.
going to increase your difficulty of any checks you try. Any mental checks. Physical, I think you'll still be fine, but any
Gotcha.
mental checks will be difficult. So they'll question like, hey, you're a war hero. The other guys like, you're a war hero. We wanna, we don't wanna kick you out, man, but we
Just
gotta
gonna-
do something. Why'd you punch that guy?
Just gonna put my hand. Let's go put my hand on a chair. Put my hand on a chair, get a grip on it, and start dragging it towards me a bit. Oh, sorry. For a minute I was there for a second. I apologize for that.
There are treatment centers for people like you.
Yeah, I heard, but I'm all right now. You know what? A stiff drink would be great.
Minerva
Hey, that's a
says, like,
slippery
right next to
slope,
him.
Yeah, you don't want to be going down that road, man. You take the first drink and you never want to go back,
Then
Becomes
just let
a
me have
mistake.
one. Only bring me one tonight.
Well, that's not my job. You can go get yourself a beer.
It's okay, I've got it for you. Thank you. And I tip.
Hey, it's an honor.
Generously
I hope
tip.
you get better, man. I heard Idacane works.
And she has a gimlet. Like nice little glass.
How
Just
far,
to take the edge off.
How
for
far?
tonight.
How far away from the fountain thing?
From the bar?
Yeah. No, the thing in the middle of the dance floor.
How far from what? You?
Yeah.
Where are you?
Yes.
Are you by the bar?
Just where there was a chair to sit down.
Oh, you can be like right next to it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of pull him over up next to it. I'm gonna need you to control yourself. I know we just met today, but I'm supposed to be giving you an award. Now tell me what's really the matter.
You don't want to know.
I think she leans back on the bar, and she's like quite a pretty woman.
She's a catch.
It's like one of those dresses that looks like it could be like almost like a silk nightgown. Isn't, you
Where
know,
it's like it
it's
looks
just
like a
nice
slip,
enough.
but
Yeah.
it's like nice enough.
Yeah, just nice enough to like break the dress code.
Just break the dress code.
Barely clothing.
You don't know what I want to know. How's that drink taste?
He has set it down.
Daniel.
My name's not Daniel.
Well, that's what it says. And she pulls out an envelope that's like clearly her like what she's supposed to do. That's what it says here. Daniel Mattis. That's not what I thought it said earlier. That's why they give it to me to read.
Matthew, you beautiful bastard.
So that fountain has given me some creepy vibes.
Yeah, something's wrong with it.
It's like a bad acid trip mixed with horrific AI.
Is it all
Alright.
contained within the fountain, or does it kind of go? Okay.
It's like all the fountain, it's like everything that's adhering to the fountain structure, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I take the drink that he set down and I kind of like take a few steps over to the fountain like I'm just admiring this beautiful piece of art. Slow little sip.
I'm trying to like blend in with the crowd, avoid attention, and try and see the power source for this fountain.
So you're looking around. Give me a perception plus. Yeah.
Ooh. Nice.
And we're gonna do it's DC 2 because it would be a 1, but with it's a +1 because of the mental anguish.
Yeah.
We have 2 action points currently.
What's your...
What's your
I have 4, total 8.
What's your Tennessee?
So 8. It's same as last time.
It'll be fine.
I'll be fine. It's fine. No, it's not.
It was not.
That's a 19 and a 7, so 1 success, but not 2.
Damn. Because your last luck
So
point?
you're unable to find the power source for the fountain, but you do notice a few elements about it. There seems to be a mist coming off of it. It looks like a fog-like mist that seems unnatural. And above it, there's this insanely complicated Art Deco steel-framed chandelier hanging directly above it, almost in sync. And that is obviously for the party not here normally, and it's held up by a chain that seems to be bolted down up this sort of maintenance ladder in the back of the room. There's like a catwalk. Seems to like the line seems to go back behind there.
Can I follow that catwalk and try and see how I can get up there?
Sure.
Like if there's a ladder.
Yeah, I said there's a
Yeah.
maintenance ladder that leads to the catwalk.
Oh, sure. Oh, make my way up there.
Okay.
Try and
So
sneak-
using your
sneak, like be invisible as like a service
So you want to
worker.
sneak?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay, I would say that's agility plus stealth.
Or sneak.
Sneak.
or if you want to, let me hear this out. If you're just trying to like pretend, maybe charisma stealth.
Depends on what.
That's worse.
She would want agility.
I mean,
Just go with
Just do it at 2 AP. You want 1?
nope.
it. Did you say what difficulty it was?
2.
Okay.
But that's a nat 1
So
and a 7.
there we
Yeah.
No, the more d20s you roll.
You know what's better about that is a 7 is not a success. So, but with that nat 1, that's 2 successes.
What's the
So
other
you're
one?
able to slip by the
Two
crowd
successes.
and the valets
Yeah.
without being noticed,
Woo!
and you climb up the maintenance ladder onto the catwalk. And there at the end is a maintenance professional reading a newspaper dated August 2069. And on the cover of the paper, as he's flipping through, it reads, "Vault Tech breaks new ground." and there's a picture of like, you know, two people shaking their hands and do what?
2069.
2069. There's two people shaking hands, like smile, like, you know, all happy and stuff like that. And like a ribbon cutting ceremony is like pictured. But behind him is the connection point and also all the apparatus for the lights and the sounds and everything that's going on there. Not for the lights that are happening in the house lights, you know. But he's sitting there just like reading. Again, it's like a curtain, so the catwalk is like a curtain over it, so you can't see the help or whatever. So you're kind of obscured from the rest of what's happening outside.
Okay. Chill. For a minute.
I think at this point, Saul has stopped dancing. He's going to take his lady, Angela as he called her, and probably going to join Minerva at the fountain. This is a beautiful, beautiful fountain in this entire area. Are you
Just visiting
just
for the event, you know, the
Right.
company. Company brought me in.
You're talking about the chandelier. My husband created that.
Did
Quite
he?
beauty. It's quite a beauty, is it not?
It is quite beautiful. And
Perhaps he would be able to contract with the company for building those institutions. Beauty might help them therapeutically.
He is a troubled man, truth be told. Prone to fits of flights of fancy. He thought he was a bird the other day and tried to jump out the window. I said, Harold, you're not a bird. He screamed something about his mental anguish, but, you know, I digress.
Naturally. Artists, you know.
Troubled they are,
Troubled souls.
but quite wealthy.
Well, a few of them.
My Harold is, let me tell you, world-renowned architect.
Wow.
maybe we can schedule a meeting at some point.
Perhaps. Do you have an agent that I can contact?
I'm sure. Pulls out what I would assume he would carry some kind of like.
It's a bomb. No.
Pulls out like a business card.
What?
Hands it over.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sure we can. Your people can talk to my people. And who knows? It could become a deal for all of us.
I'm sure I won't be around long. Say, it's about time for this event to get going. I feel like we're waiting an awful long time.
It does feel that way.
The place is filling up, though.
I want to make my way towards where the chandelier is hanging from. And see if it would be easy and or possible to drop the chandelier on the fountain.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So,
I don't want to do that. I just want to see if that's possible, and then I want
No, do it anyway.
these three to be out of the way.
Nah.
No one else here is real, but these three, I don't
So
want to hurt.
you approach the guard. He's like
Yeah.
sitting there, like, you know. Do you sneak up there or do you just approach him?
Someone said there was some worries about the wiring up here.
I thought I was the only one on duty tonight.
You forgot me so quick. Come on, man.
What?
Yeah. Just go back to
Session with old people.
Yeah. Read your paper.
Hey, my brain, take the damn paper.
Oh,
Gets up and,
great.
you know, his pants are falling down. He
Yeah.
pulls it up.
Your relief. You go take your 2-hour-long bathroom
And
break.
he crop dusts you as he passes.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Anything cool in the newspaper?
When you take a look at it, it's just like, you know, stock prices, sport results, news about the impending, like, crisis regarding the fossil fuels that are currently coming into the U.S. are being limited, talks of more war with China, more skirmishes. It's all just a mixed bag. Now, you do know, though, to note, just for, you know, Anchorage doesn't happen until 2077. So there's already a discrepancy there just for so as players you don't get confused. Your characters obviously don't know what's happening, but you don't know the lore. So
Nope, not a clue.
That's something that you could piece together as a player that you wouldn't have otherwise. But as characters, you don't have those pieces. But
great.
Yeah, but the fact that you have memories of Anchorage, but that newspaper says 2069 is very confusing. So you're going in there and you see nothing else of really any report, to be honest. Just how Voltech has purchased like $100 billion worth of land across the United States and is breaking ground to build these interactive facilities that, and there's connections to the kid cities that were really popular at the turn of the century, where kids would go and like pretend like they were adults to teach them how to do taxes and stuff. They're like mirroring it like that's what they're doing, these interactive experiences. But ultimately, your mind, these are most likely going to be vaults, which is not that at all. So very confusing as to why it was written that way. But dissemination of information.
One's an institution.
They were so wrong on that one.
Yeah. But yeah, so to the connection you see basically a bolt that could be easily unscrewed, and that thing would fly out. I mean, it's not going to take that. It's going to just take a couple of spins.
I peer down and see who's if any of the three of them are.
It wouldn't hit anybody, but you might have to. Yeah, it would be pretty crazy. So as you're debating that, you hear the music wind down, and you hear a boop, boop, boop. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Voltech 2069 Award Ceremony for Excellence. Can I get a round of applause, please, for all the hostesses and hosts that are going to be premiering things tonight? Can I get a round of applause? I just got to say, before we begin, I am a proud member of the Voltech family. And seeing all your bright and shining faces here tonight really just brightens my heart. So I want to say thank you for making the trip out of here to sunny San Diego to sit around with us and have a nice time. So thank you so much. Yes. We know that the trek out to the mountains was a long one, but we're hoping that your nice luxury limo ride was comparable to the experience of the 2-hour trip out here. So thank you again. Tonight we've got a good show for you. We've got the wonderful Jazzy Jazzers band behind us playing some smooth tunes. Hope you've enjoyed that. And Voltech, of course, we got to thank them for the complimentary food and drink. So a round of applause for Voltech. He's ruffling through some cards like, yes. Yes. I'd love to introduce to you tonight one of the presidents of a major corporation here that has done wonderful works in terms of infrastructure and other architectural ventures. Please welcome Saul Goodman. Saul Goodman, please enter the stage.
Just walks up, trying to be as charismatic visually as possible.
So you've won multiple awards, Saul, for your wonderful designs, and we just here at Voltech are so thrilled to have you working with us. Tell us, where do you get your inspiration from?
Well, it wouldn't be right to give away the trade secrets, now would it?
Okay, no one asked you to make jokes. That's my job. And then the crowd goes wild. Yeah. That crushed. He crushed.
I spilled some drink on the fountain.
Ultimately, though, we are more than happy to have not just Saul here, but multiple other people. Guy, a world-renowned fighter, shot people, I think. That's something that you do, right? Defending our country, killing our enemies. Get up here. Guy, hey! Yeah. So, when you were in the freezing heart of Anchorage, how did that make you feel when watching your compatriots dial around you to those commies? Oh, whoa! What a response! A true patriot, this. And how do you feel being back home surrounded by your people?
It's a different place.
It is a different place. China is, well, China, everyone's dying. Excellent joke. Oh, indeed.
It's the truth.
And how do you feel about fossil fuels?
Do what we can.
Attaboy. Give a round of applause for Guy. Okay. So as this is going on, your guys, and Minerva, you're still near the fountain, but you'll be fine. Okay.
She's already.
Yeah, honestly, if it's 2 out of the 3, she's not moving. I dropped the.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
So
I'm gonna drop the shand.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the bolt out, and then I'm gonna run and sit in the chair with the newspaper like that guy was, and be like,
Oh shit.
what was that? Like, if anyone comes up to be like, what was that? I'll be like, yeah, what was that? Like, play it dumb. That's the whole plan. Thank you.
Okay, so the chandelier comes crashing down as you watch. It slams into the fountain, and the fountain, it like goes through it.
Oh.
And after a moment of time, you feel like a shaking. There's a loud noise, an exceedingly loud noise, and you're all blasted to the floor. Who wants to go first?
I looked to where the curtain was.
Okay. Well, when you kind of raise up, you notice that you are in some form of place, like a location, that like a place that looks oddly a lot like the place you were just at. Like, you're assuming it's a vision, but in reality, like you're in like some sort of man-made space. Yeah. But it's dark and dilapidated, and to your left is a skeleton of an announcer. He's dead. And out in the crowd is just a massive pool of dead partygoers, all rotted to skeletons. And what is at the center of the floor is a vast fissure of which a green effervescent glow is coming from. And there's this intense viscous gas that is dissipating now that was originating from that location that has since receded. And you know what this is. You don't know what this place is by any means, but you know that this, actually, I don't think, you might need a roll for it. I don't think that's going to be.
What would you like?
So this is going to be intelligence. See how well you paid attention in class. This is going to be intelligence. There's really no history, is there?
We can just spend an AP to get the information.
It's true.
Sure.
1 AP spent.
Okay.
Boop.
This is one of the many tectonic fissures that occurred from the immense bombing that occurred during 2077 when the world ended. And this kind of effervescent glow, who's to say? But it feels as though this is, kind of, it's not, it can't, like, from what you're gathering, like, that has to be the source of this hallucination. But it just being like a chemical thing, well, maybe it is. I don't know. Who knows? But it doesn't make, like, how could you get that vivid of detail? And it felt like you were actually there, and, being around this is actually a real place, and everyone's dead. But the curtain is open and revealed now. It's there.
I get to my feet, and I start the closest person to me.
Okay.
I help them up.
Okay. That would be either or. That would be you.
Okay. Yeah. So now that that's all happening, are we more cognizant and not like under the illusion anymore?
Yeah, it seems like the illusion, like, that's another strange thing. When that came down, the illusion just stopped instantly. Like and the memories of these people just vanish from your skulls. You have the memory of what you did and how you felt, but like that life was not there anymore. It's like a light switch. And when you look to see what actually happened, there was a stick of dynamite that seemed to be strapped to some sort of infrastructure at the top that was exploded and came crashing down. And it seems in your haze you lit it. Yeah. So there's a lot of confusion here as the relationship between the actions you felt you were doing and things that actually happened, and the fact that it ended immediately is very suspect and very strange. And the gas is still around, so very very odd, mysterious.
Holy shit! Oh fuck! Ugh. That was.
Minerva.
Yep, let's go, Mr. CEO, and I'll help him out.
All right.
Get Henley.
Yep.
And I'll go find Minerva.
All right.
What?
Yeah, come on.
I'm the good one. I saved the day. Fuck you.
So you guys are trying to get out of
I'll
here.
help her get out
Is
of
that
here.
what you're
Minerva's
looking for?
sitting up near the fissure, and you come close to her. You see that she's just like sitting there crying, like staring into the fissure.
We gotta go.
The past
Is in the
keeps
past.
pulling me back.
I know. But we got to go.
I don't want to go there.
Then let's get out of here.
Guy?
That's me. Hey, Poppy.
Okay.
Come on.
Saying Poppy is like, hey, Poppy.
Very different. Very different.
Okay. So you guys get through the curtain.
Yeah.
So upon leaving, you know, as you get through the curtain, you realize that where you are is basically back at where that original split was.
Oh.
And it seems that you've somehow managed to find your way back to that space.
Is it still glowing?
Yeah, very subtly though. It's not as strong. Yeah, concerning.
Let's guess.
Nope, walking.
That's what I was gonna
We
say.
don't need this
go.
tunnel. We just need that one.
I don't want to risk bringing down the wrong tunnel.
Fine.
I mean,
At least 4 hours, and then we can take a nap, please.
We can
Alright.
find that little open space again.
No, that's not far enough.
That ain't far enough. Need me to carry you?
No,
we have the chair.
You want to sit down?
I'm alright.
You sure?
I'm still walking.
Let's go.
All right, let's walk.
Okay.
One of us could sleep in the chair.
So you guys start to walk. And
One
about,
person sleeps at
in
a
about
time.
30 to 45 minutes, you find your way back to the original chamber you're trying to sleep.
Yeah.
The glow is no longer present.
Keep going.
Do we risk it again?
Nope.
No.
All right.
All right. So you guys keep moving for, like you said, 4 hours you wanted to go.
Yeah.
Okay, so you travel for 4 hours, and the fatigue and the experience of that place in that past, and like going through and seeing that stuff happening, all sort of, you know, has driven you to another level of fatigue. You're really mentally expended at this point. You don't know, outside of the Pip Boy, most of you cognitively aren't able to keep track of time very easily. You know, which, you know, other than, you know, but it's still, even with the darkness, it's messing with your circadian rhythm. Everything's just getting just destroyed. And you travel for about 4 hours. And again, it's just cave after cave after cave. The deeper you get, the more you feel this disconcerting dread. Like what you're proceeding towards is repulsive on a psychological primal level. And it's present in all four of your guts. And every step you take is getting harder and harder, and you become more on edge and on edge and on edge. Eventually, though, at the 4 hour mark, you finally make it to what seems to be another relatively flat space. It seems really, you know, like there's actually signs of life, like there's some camping materials, some bedding. So it seems like maybe this is more well-traveled. There's no blood or signs of struggle or anything like that. But as you might be closer to the opposite end, where maybe people, you know, have come in. And there has really not been any left, right, up, down. Like, it's really just been a straight path, which is, you know, convenient for you guys.
Would there be a way to determine how long it's been unused?
I think a perception plus survival would work.
I'll aid you on that.
I want to look at the Pip-Boy and see if I can track us on a map. I think it has a map, right?
Sorry.
Or something, at least.
It
like a
does.
compass. Yeah.
Yeah, Pip-Boy's have a
And
map.
see if it can, like...
Yeah, so it's been tracking where you've been moving.
We've
Yeah.
moved
Yeah, it's just been this long
straight
path.
away.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, not straight, but you know,
Oh, okay.
it's not branching.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
It's been a
So my
straight
target
shot.
number is 7, and I rolled a 7.
Okay,
Success.
so that'd be you're doubly fatigued right now. Does that
Oh, yeah.
relate
No,
to anything?
it's just for action
AP
points,
game.
and now that we have 2, we lost 1 HP for that.
I see.
But
So
we'll regain it.
you kind of determined that the last time somebody was in here, was probably around 6 to 8 months ago.
Ooh. Is there enough bedding for all of us?
Yeah, there's 4. There's 2 sets, but they're like sleeping bags. So you could technically like maybe cut one in half and like there is no. So technically the answer is no.
Yeah.
It's 2 sets, and they looked like they were just left there. Like whoever left, like just obviously didn't die or get attacked or some blood. It's just they just were left.
Nerva, go ahead and lay down here. And
You want to take this watch?
I don't think anybody's watching, bud.
That makes me nervous.
Well, then be nervous.
Yeah, well,
No, we need someone to keep watch. What if the green comes back?
And who thinks they have the force of will to stay awake?
I do.
Good luck.
Great.
Okay. So you guys all try to sleep.
I'm trying to watch.
for the first at least.
Okay. For the first 4 hours, nothing. So you're good. Who wants the second watch? Or are you guys doing it 2 hours or 4?
Alright.
The more you do, the more rolls
Yeah,
I do. That's
right.
But the longer you stay up, the worse it is for your.
How long
character,
are
so.
you staying up?
3 hours.
Okay, so sure. Still, so nothing for that first roll. Who's taking the next watch?
Who are you waking up?
I'll go next.
Okay. Again, for the next 3 hours, nothing. So that's 6 hours. Who's taking the last watch?
That also technically gets rid of our fatigue.
I wake up. Got it.
Okay.
6 hours is good.
Okay. How am I gonna do this? Okay. I know. During your watch, you're feeling rested and you're pondering, maybe your mind's running through the events of what just happened and trying to make sense of it all.
He's gonna eye Saul for a bit.
Do what?
He's gonna eye Saul for a bit.
Okay. He's just trying to parse through exactly what.
Maybe the shotgun barrel gets a little too far right.
He's kind of pontificating on exactly what transpired, if there's any logic. But there's too many questions that aren't answered, and obviously the elder knew something about this.
Yeah.
So the high elder knew.
So
that.
he'll start writing in the ranging journal.
Yeah.
And he'll continue to use the same code his dad used so he could learn it better and keep it encrypted.
So you're still missing the keyword.
Oh, that's right, yeah. He'll make his own then.
Yeah, so you'll have to, So using the knowledge you have, you're going to, form your own. Okay.
Yep.
So you're writing the experiences in your journal, trying to make sense of it.
Write it all down along with what he's experienced so far. And also the details given for their next task. To go to the east and find what's going on with these missing caravans.
I want you to roll survival and perception for me, DC 1.
Come on, buddy. Sorry, come on, guy.
Just thinking. I got 1 usable luck left just in case things go sideways.
There you go.
We got an AP left. Anybody mind?
Go for it.
We're about to lose him at the end of the session anyway.
You said which one again? Perception and survival?
Yeah.
So 7. I'm going to use my last luck of the day because currently we're sitting at 0 successes and a complication.
Oh no.
So hopefully try for success. We have a success.
Yeah.
Okay, success with a complication.
What's your
Wait,
target?
When-
hang on,
no,
hang
you
on.
rolled
your
it.
target.
My
Oh,
math,
you duh.
my math may be bad. Hang on. We do not have a success.
Damn it.
We have a failure by 1. I rolled an 8.
But
I
no
need a 7.
complication.
Gotcha.
No complication.
So
Thank you.
you notice your back kind of hurts. That's it.
Stretch a bit.
Okay.
Drink some water.
And unfortunately, it's a little too late for you when you finally realize that what's hurting is you slept on something wrong. And right as you realize this, which seems kind of an inconsequential detail, you feel a shift in the floor.
Sinkhole.
And you look over to your left towards the rest of the, because you're over by, did you sleep on one of the, who slept on the mats?
I know I didn't.
You did.
I would take the other one.
Okay.
Okay, so you didn't sleep. Okay, then I'll be fair and give you guys, I'll let you both do the exact same roll. I thought you had slept next to Pop and slept on a mat.
No.
Your back hurts because you slept on the ground. There's your
You
check.
have to make the same roll.
So you guys, I'm gonna let you make the same roll here to see if you
It was what in survival?
in
Endurance?
perception survival.
Perception survival.
Oh. Okay.
So wait, would we still have that action point if...
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I made a mistake. That's my bad.
7 against 7.
So 1 success.
1 success.
2 successes for me.
Hey-o.
You both wake up in like around the same time that guy's swapping over to his, whatever you call it, his watch, when you feel like this really intense pain in your lower back, and you feel like you're like laying on or sleeping on a rock. At first you didn't notice it, maybe you slept on your side, but in the sleep, you both shifted onto your back, and over the course of time, it really started to hurt. So you both at like kind of at the same time feel down and feel there's like a bolt in the fabric, and you look through, and maybe with your Pip-Boy light or the the light of
A random torch.
your
Well, he's got
general essence.
Yeah, I had to have a torch while I'm on
My
watch, so
beaming
there is.
smile.
You feel that there are a few bolts, like bolting the sleeping pad to the ground, including the pillow. That is when the floor gives away, and then suddenly trapdoors. And as you're falling and rolling down,
Is that only on the bags?
no, that's like the whole base
The
of it.
area.
Okay.
You look and see that the bags stay perfectly still.
Can I hold the...
A perfect little place to lure people in.
Damn it.
And as you look down and fall, you can see deep down, you're falling into one of the hell-like underground fissures that were created during the blasting. Effectively Fallout's version of the Deep Dark. It's the Underdark. It's like Fallout's version of that.
Lovely.
As you tumble through into the dark, you can only think one last thought as you fall.
What?
Ah!
I knew we should have had more on watch.
Oh, jeez. The whole place just...
Yeah, man.
shit.
And that's where we'll end our session. Yeah. Yeah, I rolled a 20.
Jeez.
That was the 20 roll, because you guys are going to be in there for a while. But yeah, you guys are screw it.
Now we're,
But hey, no,
now
we're
really
fully
going to be
rested,
in there a
though.
while.
Yeah. Do what?
Now we're really going to be there a while.
Yeah, you're falling in. And that's the end of the session. Yay. Okay. So more questions than answers. Kind of, had what I would argue the stereotypical wise old man prompt for a quest. But with me, you should know, anytime something feels stereotypical, I'm usually trying to
Subvert.
to bait you. So let's see where that goes. Who's to say?
Not me.
I got to drop a chandelier on a fountain. That was
That
a pretty
was-
good
yeah.
session for me. That was kind of great.
You got to blow up a cave.
Man, I wanted to do that.
Woo!
Well, you failed you've just waited.
Yeah, I know.
For it,
Well,
bro. Don't follow the lights.
Literally! Why did we do that?
I don't know, actually.
Because it kept popping up and
It kept moving towards us. I thought it was a threat.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, I get that. Yeah.
That's fair. But I also said don't follow the lights, which is also fair.
I mean, it was a threat. We figured it out. We got out of there. It's fine.
Yeah, but I was thinking it was like
No one got hurt.
a person or a creature that was just emanating this glow
Who knows what
coming
it
towards
is?
us.
A giant ooze.
Who's to say? Well,
Slimer.
that's the end of Fallout until the next
Oh.
the new year.
oh shit, yeah.
But we leave on an interesting
Probably.
note where we're falling into to some sort
Oh
of.
my god.
I feel like
Well.
every session we end with something just awful happening.
Some
in
like
this-
huge cliffhanger.
Yeah.
And then we
Isn't
have
that
to
how
wait
you always
This
fucking
is
forever.
Grimm's dungeon. There's no good happy times for our characters.
No. But there are like
They're
littler
neutral.
cliffhangers than falling into
An abyss.
Look, I am the
Fissure.
servant of the dice. The dice rolled a 20.
Yeah.
You rolled,
Which is
you
bad in Fallout
Yes.
RPG.
Just bad.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
bad
yeah.
thing.
It's the
Yeah.
worst.
Bad.
So I rolled the the ye old fall into the Fallout Underdark.
Jeez.
Either way, thank you guys so much for the 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. We got
Oh,
some
yeah.
plans. We just have jobs, and we don't make money doing this, so it's hard to prioritize all the time. But we're looking to do some pretty interesting stuff on the YouTube channel. Hopefully you guys are looking out for that. It's going to be great. We are hoping to stream at this time regularly. That's 12 Central, 1 Eastern. 11 Mountain, 10 Pacific. Okay, there's all the and if you're in
That's too much
overseas.
math.
But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching the VOD or otherwise this live stream. Tune in next time. We'll be here December 14th. There's our next show. That'll be the Christmas episode for Godbound. We'll have a Godbound themed Christmas episode, much like we did a Halloween themed Godbound episode last year. Last year, actually, we finished Arc 1 on December final session. That was a Christmas themed one, but we will have a Christmas themed Fallout. Christmas themed post-apocalyptic dystopian dark fantasy
Pathfinder.
session though on
Those go
Pathfinder,
together
which is gonna
so
be pretty
well.
exciting.
Yeah, it's great.
This is going to be great. So tune in then. Christian will be back by then, hopefully. So we'll have him as well.
Yay.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Until next time, I'm Graham. Keep it creepy. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.